Actually, I probably won't put music on. It's quite a somber one today, obviously. 1 million coronavirus deaths. I forgot it was World Autism Day today. Obviously, yesterday now it's the third, and everyone's going to say, oh, Raj, it was yesterday, but still, I forgot. I didn't realize it was, so I thought I'd quickly do a live stream whilst we're still sort of, you could argue it's still the second, but it's not. Yeah, I know it's not. So I'll just quickly get. It's not going to be a long one today. The other thing is, I'm just going to be saying I'm doing a charity boxing match against a real one. Yeah, it should be fun. So I'll explain what's going on. We could actually do it for autism. Yeah, we'll do it for autism causes for World Autism Day. What the hell is going on? Why is my I don't know what's happening here. Let me just do a few things. Yeah, I agree. 212,000. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, a lot of people have recovered. A lot of people have recovered. No doubt about it. But a lot of people are gonna die as well. Bloody someone put baked beans in there. A lot of people are gonna die as well. And before everyone starts saying, "Oh, more people die of the flu every year," more people die of the flu. More people die of the flu. Yes, I know. But you're missing the point. You're not understanding. I'll explain why. Obviously, you're probably low IQ cockroaches that keep on saying that because you're not understanding the point. We know lots of people die of the flu. Uh, lots of people die of a lot of things. Obviously, heart attacks, cancer, you name it. Getting run over by a freaking pushchair or something. I don't know, whatever. Everyone's always dying. Yeah, we're all gonna die at some point. But the reason why the coronavirus is a bit more serious is because, yeah, I'll explain why. All right, so let me just have a look. I'm not gonna have this too long today. Let me try and do it so it's cool. All right, so let me say Postman Pat, yeah, Don Machiavelli, he's saying the quarantine is shit. No, it's fine for me, man. Like I said in that drawing, I wouldn't mind being sent to Mars, yeah, by myself, as long as I've got my art and as long as I've got like a buggy and a spaceship, whatever. I'd be cool. I don't understand people's need to be around people all the time. It's very weird. I don't understand it. It's like just talk to yourself. Like, what's the problem? I talk to myself all the time. I have conversations with myself, like proper conversations. I don't see what's wrong with that. Have a conversation, talk to yourself, ask yourself a question. I don't know. See, you might be surprised at your own answer. Ask yourself something. You might even actually reply with something that you didn't think you might say. Yeah, it's all right. Well, let me explain something. If you're young, I get it. I have to be honest to you, like I was trying to put myself back in the age group of like 20 to 30, yeah, because obviously I'm 44. And I have to admit, it would have pissed me off, yeah, because at that time I was going out a lot more than I was at the moment. Obviously, I'm pretty much of a, I was made for the apocalypse right now. So yeah, Sukjakta, how things I need to discuss stuff with you. Dude, I don't even know you, Sukjakta. I don't know how we can discuss anything. I don't even know you. Don't take offense to it. I don't really know you, so I don't know what we're going to discuss. Shit. Oh, shit's been going on, but I don't know you, so I don't know what shit's been going on. You need to introduce yourself first. And look, man, I'm a very distrusting person. Let me explain something. I'm very distrusting. Until I've spoken to someone for a length of time, I'm not going to be cool with them. Yeah, I'll be pretty much suspicious of you. I'll be like, who are you? What do you want? Are you trolling me? Are you really that person? And I'll do that with everybody. Uh, Adam says the flu has been around decades. This is new, and building a building is not going to stop. Yeah. This is the other problem. It's not going to be Adam Smith. I said the flu has been around for decades. This is new and building and building. It's not going to stop even in warmer weather. That's very important because most of the flus tend to kind of die out during the season or kind of like summertime and stuff like that. So that what they're saying right at the moment, they don't think it's a seasonal issue or a thingy. Pat, sorry, there is no cure for corona. Yeah, Rage, where is Rat Boy nowadays? He's probably eating cheese like he normally does. Yeah, 20 times more stronger. T-Thing. Oh, Banksy's in the house. Big up Banksy's head. The only cure. Let me say so. I'll say it again, yeah. Who was it? Somali Flame. Is it Somali Flame? Did I miss Somali? Oh, yeah. I think vaccine's got a lot to do with autism, Rob. I've never had a vaccine. My mum's never had it. I don't know. I don't know. So let me explain something first. Today is World Autism Day. Yes. And I am the ambassador of the autistic people. Not really, not really. But as anyone knows, I don't really talk about it that much because I don't think it's an important part of my life, to be honest with you. It's just happens to be that I've got diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome. Now, Asperger's syndrome is a form of autism. Yeah, so obviously I have to be a bit more kind of like serious at the moment. So for everybody on the World Autism Day, yeah, you don't need to bring out the cake. You don't need to hug autistic people. You don't need to freaking well pay for their meals or anything like that. All you need to do is to kind of like maybe learn a little bit about what is autism and how it affects people. Now, obviously, I'm probably not the best example of an autistic person because obviously I'm a right little prick, yeah. And so, yeah, people probably might get a negative view of autistic people. Now, let me explain something. I didn't know I had Asperger's syndrome, which is a mild form of autism, until in my late 30s. So all of my life, yeah. Sukhjata, stop crying, Baji. Chup karo. This is the way I am. Let me say something to people. If you come on my channel and you don't like me taking the piss out of you a bit, trolling you a little bit, don't come here if you're very soft skinned. I don't know you people. You write something in the chat until I meet you in real life or I speak to you, you're just someone in the chat. You're not nobody to me. Like, I don't know why people get upset. Like, I don't know you, buddy. You could be a freaking troll for all I know. If you want to chat to me, we'll chat. But until then, all you are is someone commenting in the chat. You might be a good guy, you might be a bad guy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to judge people according to just the thing. So don't take it too seriously. Like anyone that knows me, I can be very harsh with people. Yeah, even people that I like. Let me explain something. Even Banksy, yeah. Oh, big up Phil Mitchell Speakers Corner. Big up. So I always have to salute him because he's like honorary kind of VIP. Now, the thing is, I'm like that with everybody, yeah. Like even let me give you an example of Banksy. Like me and Banksy, I like Banksy. I'll big up to Full Shepherd. Oh, shut up, Subjata, you little prick. Shut up. Who are you? You're starting to piss me off now, man. Don't tell me how to freaking do X, Y, Z. How old are you first? Don't start telling me, no, shut up. You're starting to piss me off now. I'm not going to lie, man. You think I'm going to chat to you now? Shut your mouth. You think you can talk to me like that? Shut your mouth. I don't need your support, you little prick. Jalajan, man, I don't need you. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, you can give me advice, yeah, but don't get upset when I say shut your mouth and start crying. Oh, Baji, why are you so rude to me? Yeah. So let me just say something. I've got Angel Moon, yeah. Now, when it comes to this situation, like I'm quite rude to people, I have to admit, yeah. Like even with Banksy, the other day, I like Banksy and I've met him in real life. But James Jones, yeah, was kind of saying to me that I was what is it that because the other day James Jones was being rude to Banksy and playing music on top of him, yeah, when he was trying to talk. So I jumped on and tried to defend Banksy. Now the next day, yeah, James Jones was like, "Oh, you're coming down. You're supporting Banksy. You love Banksy." And I'm like, dude, even if Banksy died tomorrow, I'm not going to really be that upset. And I'm not being in a rude way. I don't know Banksy that well. Like, you know, it's not somebody that, you know, if I heard, oh, Banksy's passed away, oh, I'm going to be upset. I'd be a little bit, oh, that's sad. All right, Banksy was a good guy. So I don't know why people get so goddamn upset about shit like that. Like, what is wrong with you? I don't know you people. Even Banksy, I don't know. And I've spoken to him in real life. I hardly know nothing about him, apart from the fact that I think he can he holds his ground and I think he's funny. Oh, Mr. Sakasa Singh. All right. So, and another thing is, I'm not with any group, Mr. Carsing. I'm not with Tommy Robinson. I'm not with nobody. I'm collab by myself in my own direction. Yeah, I can do what I want and I will do what I want. Yeah. Oh, shut your mouth, Subjata. Do it then. Karde Puddida. Do it. Do it. Why are you just talking then? Why are you just talking? Why your mouth? Just do it. I don't know what's wrong with these people. My cousins are going to sort you out. Well, do it then. Bloody hell, stop talking and do it. Bring 20 Bunde if you want. I'm only one little guy. I don't know what you're going to do. Like, these guys are, you're too much into your feelings. Subjata, you're gone. See you later, boy. I tried to give him a bit of time, thought maybe you might be a good guy, but no, he's a little prick. You're hidden now. I can't see your messages. Now, so like I said, when it comes to Autism Day, yeah, a lot of people have a misconception that people who are autistic, yeah, are like Rain Man. You know Rain Man? When, you know, you had that guy from, you know, with Tom Cruise and they're just counting cards or have some special gift, like, you know, I don't know, they can count matchsticks and all that kind of freaking shit, or they can, like, you know, draw something from their own memory, which is true. There is a guy that can do that. I've forgotten his name. Now, the thing is, most people on the autistic spectrum are not like that. Yeah, I used to be part of a group called ALAG. Yeah, not with them anymore. I left a year and a half ago, since I started going Speaker's Corner, because I don't want to get the heat of my kind of reputation. So I kind of like took a step back. Yeah. Now, the thing is, in that meetings that I used to go to, there were people ranging on the autistic spectrum from freaking genius, yeah, genius. I'm talking about like freaking real genius. I'm talking about when you talk to them, you're like can't believe like how clever these people are. You're very bad social skills, and then you have people on that side that can barely talk and need carers to take them around, even to these places, yeah. And so, yeah, I know that anyway, T-Sing. They're all from the same people. It's probably the same Monday. I know that, T-Sing. I figured it out before. Now, the thing is, yeah, when it comes to this situation, when it comes to kind of like the autism situation, it's like you can have that degree, like somebody that's ultra kind of like intelligent, yeah. And I'm not saying the people that are on that side are not intelligent. I'm just saying that they'll need carers and they can't communicate properly and they can't do this and they can't do that. And then you have people kind of going in the middle. It's a spectrum. Remember spectrum, autism spectrum, yeah? I'm pretty much very far down the genius level. I'm not only joking, not genius, but I don't really have a lot of the issues that some of the other people have that I used to meet. Now, I'm not going to say I didn't have those issues. When I was younger, I have to admit, when I was younger, life was very difficult when I was a kid because I used to be extremely shy. Now, the shyness, yeah, it wasn't really shyness. I had a lot of anxiety because I didn't like being in crowded places. I didn't like kind of talking in front of people. I was very quiet. I know it sounds, people see me now are like, no way, Raj. That's impossible. Trust me, if somebody has not seen me from when I was a kid, say up to the age of 17, 18, and then see me now, they're shocked. Like, dude, are you the same guy? Because when I was young, I was just one of those type of guys that were walking around. But one thing here that can be slightly truthful is that some people on the autistic spectrum can be talented in one area, yeah. They can be talented in a specific thing. And it's not necessarily because they're talented in that thing. It's because they do that thing repetitively. So for me, when I was younger, I used to just draw all the time. For as long as I can remember, I was drawing all the time. That's the one memory I've got. Even going back to when I was a tiny little kid, and I was like, I remember drawing in my first day of school and drawing, and I remember I used to love drawing. It's the only time when I went to school that I enjoyed it. Yeah, I used to love, and actually eating pizza and shit. That was nice. So for me, I used to love doing art. Yeah, and that was the one saving grace for me. Now, I don't think I'm the best artist in the terms of technically. There's a lot of people much better than me, but I am very good with my imagination and stuff. I've got some of my older drawings that I found from when I was younger. Here's one of my drawings. I think I did this when I was like 15. Yeah. So obviously it looks shit. Yeah. Now it looks shit now, but this is one of my few color drawings that I did. I think I'm pretty sure I was at school or the year after. I can't remember, but it was like 16. So you can see it's just I don't even know. I don't even know what it is, man. To be honest, I very rarely draw in color now. But I used to draw in color a lot as well when I was younger. As you can see, it's pretty good still for a 15, 16-year-old. Not bad. Yeah. My favorite ones. So you can see when I was younger, like I got up to a stage because I used to draw so much that my artwork was like freaking crazy. Have a look at this bloody thing. This I know I did this when I was 15 because I was actually at school when I used to do this, and I used to come home and draw it. So I know 100% I was 15. Yeah. And have a look at the detail in this thing. Yeah. Have a look at that. Obviously, superhero. So you can have a look. Yeah, and you can see how detailed it is. Yeah. And I remember sitting there for weeks, not days, weeks drawing this kind of stuff. Yeah. I'll just be like hunched over, just drawing, and I'd lose myself. Like once I got into a trance of drawing, you couldn't distract me. Even my schoolwork used to suffer, everything. Have a look at this. Even storylines. Let me read the storyline. But sir, have you forgotten that the rest of your men are in Manchester? Manchester. I can't. People don't believe me. I've not read this for years, yeah, since I was 15. So let me read how good my English was at 15. But sir, have you forgotten that rest of your men are in Manchester, taking this the baddie guy, yeah, taking care of a major drug deal, and the men were supposed to protect you are all dead. Actually, that's not too bad, man. That's actually not too bad. Like that's the bad guy, yeah, not too bad, yeah. I'm actually quite impressed. And most of it was just stuff like this, yeah. Like you can imagine, Raj invented the first F-15, yeah, big argument. So one of the reasons why my parents didn't really like my artwork was because of the fact that some of it was quite bloody. So you can see this, yeah. There's a sword going through his chest, as you can see, yeah. Now I have to admit, I copied this drawing from, I think it was Judge Dredd, but I added my own thing in there, yeah. So when I was younger, I did copy that one because I loved the drawing. So I was only 15, so I can excuse myself. But you can imagine what your parent would think if they're seeing stuff like this, and you're like 15 years old. Yeah. So yeah, they weren't too happy. Let's just say they weren't too impressed with the artwork and stuff. What's this one here as well? Yeah, actually, this is pretty good. Look, maybe I should start doing comics again. Maybe I'm thinking about it. So yeah, so that was one of the pluses of being kind of like on the autistic spectrum. I actually, even when I was 16, had my own superhero comic published in the Easter 9. When was this? Oh, Easter 9, 1990, as you can see here. So it was a newspaper in the 1990. Yeah. Easter 9, 1990. Yeah. So it was called Raj, man, the first Asian superhero. And he had a turban on as well. Look. Look at him. Look at it. Look. Look at this. That was actually published in a Speaker's Corner. So that was actually published in a newspaper. And you can see this is him without his mask on. Look. It's actually quite. I don't know why I had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle there as a giant teenage mutant. I'm surprised I didn't get copyright strike. but this is on a newspaper that wasn't that well known. It's an Asian newspaper. So you can see here. So like all of this kind of stuff, like, you know, when you're a little kid, you know, I used to put all my efforts into this. Now the problem with this is that although, oh, this is something I did when I was around 17, I think. So Punjab Patrol. So you can see Punjab Patrol, and these are my other superhero characters I had at the time. Another coloured drawing that I haven't really seen for a long time. It's been in the back for a long time. It's actually pretty good, actually. Should actually do this as a comic as well. PP. Punjab Patrol. And you can see the big sea guy. They're all sea guys, obviously. Yeah. You can see them. Yeah, so one of the negatives, though, is that people on the autistic spectrum tend to get very focused on one thing, and they can't see outside the box to a certain degree. This is one of the problems. Like, there's a plus to it because you can concentrate on one thing and excel in it, but that's also to the detriment of other stuff. So for me, when I left school, I actually left school with 1 GCSE, yeah, and that was in art. Yeah, I actually didn't even turn up to the rest of my lessons. I just thought there was no point. I was thinking, oh, I can be an artist, I can do this. Luckily, yeah, for me, my mum gave me a good old, what we call jabir, yeah, and that means a little slap around the face. And I went back to unit college and got my GCSEs, which I got 6. Yes, 6. Then done my A levels, which I got 3, and then I've done a degree in product design, which I then obviously was in the top of my class. I got 2-1 for that one. Yeah. So for me, like, you know, that's one of the negatives. Now, the other thing is, autism is not, let me repeat, is not a mental health disorder. Yeah, because a lot of people put it in the same bracket as mental health. It's not. It's a developmental disorder. Yeah, it affects people how they develop, whether that's socially or whatever, whichever way you want to see it, but it's not a mental health issue. A lot of people put it in the bracket of like, oh, they're mentally ill. No, it's got nothing to do with mental illness. But a lot of people on the autistic spectrum suffer from some form of mental illness, like maybe depression or stuff, or anxiety, because of how they probably cope with seeing the world and stuff like that. Now, that's pretty much all I can really say. I don't want to say too much on it today. I might do another show and discuss it on Manny's in the future. But I did find one thing, because what happened is I stopped drawing for 13 years, and these are the first drawings. So let me explain something. In 2000, after I graduated, I stopped drawing. I don't want to go into the reasons why. It's very complicated. A lot of things happened. I started drinking a lot, and obviously I haven't drank for 7 years, and I've started drawing it again. But when I was drinking, I wasn't drawing. So from I think 2001 until like 2013, I did not draw, nothing. Yeah. Now, oh, shut your mouth, Retro Punjabi. I can go to any Gurdwara I want. Retro Punjabi, how are you going to stop me? How are you going to stop me, Pudida? Stop me. I can go to any Gurdwara, and I will. You're going to have to stop me. The Gurdwara is open to me. If I want to go to a Gurdwara, my local, if I want to go 7 Kings, I'll go. How are you going to stop me? Bye-bye. God, these people can't do shit. What are you going to do? How are you going to stop me going to the Gurdwara? Oh my God, what saddos. All right, so when I didn't draw for, what is it? I think it was, he did say I couldn't go. Yes, he did. He did. He said, you have every right to say what you want, but please keep idiots away from the Gurdwara. Please, what idiots? Oh, it wasn't me then. It doesn't matter. I can't stop people from going to the Gurdwara. Yeah, he didn't say me, but I can't stop anyone from going to the Gurdwara. How can I stop someone to go? He's talking about Sophia Lewis. I'll take whoever I want, man, you weirdo. The Gurdwara is open to all. Yeah? If someone wants to go to the Gurdwara and have langar and stuff, It doesn't matter what their background is. If they want to go, they can go. Now, I didn't draw for 13 years, and I went into a very deep depression. I was drinking. I was working, and I have to admit, I did have quite a good time during that time. So I'm not going to say it was all miserable, but I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, which was to be using my creativity. I was working at night. I was working as a kitchen designer. I was doing this. I was doing that. But I started drawing again in 2013, I think. And this was the first ever drawing I did when I first started drawing again. I'm actually quite shocked at how good it is. Not bad, actually. Considering I did it with this. First ever drawing I did after 13 years. Yeah. And I remember drawing this and thinking, damn, I still got the talent. I can still draw it. Yeah. Second drawing I did, the PS Vita. Yeah. So you can see, like, if you've got a talent for something, luckily it doesn't go. Even if you stop drawing for a long time, you still have it. Yeah. I'm very good with black and white pens. I might actually, if I'm being honest with you, one day I will start doing tattoos. I'm not going to lie. I'm thinking about doing tattoos in the future one day. Now, obviously, now I'm doing bigger, larger piece of work in pencil and all that kind of stuff. And I'm making a life as an artist. Obviously, at the moment, I've hit a bit of a rough patch just because of the fact that, this freaking coronavirus. Actually, here's my final year product that I did for my. So this is my final year product. It's called Backup. It's a back support. So I use my skills to thingy. Now, yeah, Mr. Yeah, says, are you going to have a match with Real One? He's obsessed with me. I think he's a bit funny in the head. All right, so me and Real One, let me explain what's happening with Real One. There's a guy called Real One. The guy has insulted my family to a next level. For 1 year, he's been saying to me, Raj, let's do a boxing match here. Let's do a boxing match. And I was like, that's crazy. But you know what? Since the coronavirus is here now, I was like, screw it, do it. I'm willing to do it. So let's do it. Like, I mean, I was thinking to myself, like, I could die tomorrow. Like, let me just do I would love to do a boxing match. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is once the coronavirus is over, I'll try and arrange a boxing match with Real One and we'll film it for COE and stuff. And hopefully we might be to make a bit of money out of it, like a charity boxing match. And we can give the thingies to whatever. Now, the thing is, when it comes to boxing, I know people can say, oh, Raj, you're going to get your ass caned. Raj, you're going to get beaten up because that Real One is like 15 years my younger. And on top of that, he says he does MMA. Yeah, obviously, that sounds bad considering that I'm not kind of like, the most fittest person. Yeah. But, yeah. Big up Rocky Raj. But the thing is, I was thinking to myself, like, I've always wanted to train, and maybe do some sort of because I did karate when I was younger for like a year, and I'm going to be honest with you, karate is garbage in real life. You cannot use karate in real life. Yeah, yeah. I know it's to do, but it doesn't. It's not really practical in real life. Yeah, I did Wing Chun for a little bit, only a very short amount of time. I did a Sikh martial arts called Gutka for like a year, but that was more to do with swords and sticks and stuff like that. Yeah, but I haven't ever done what you call kind of like proper kind of like boxing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and so what I thought to myself is like, all right, the one way for me to do this is and to get motivated is to do it. Yeah, because I've got a kind of like an individual that I despise. Yeah, and I know people can say that's negative, but no, you need that. You need something to motivate you. Yeah, so I'd love to be able to. Oh yeah, Kedah, mad dog, Kedah. Yeah. I would love to be able to kind of go into a boxing ring, and obviously controlled, and then have a kind of a boxing match with someone and see whether I can do it. Yeah. Now, for me, it's a win-win situation. Yeah. The reason why it's a win-win situation is this: if I I go into the ring and got my ass caned, no loss, because I'm not going in there as a fighter. The other person offered me out, and just stepping in the ring, yeah. Then just Muhammad the job, just stepping in the ring, yeah, with somebody like 15, 20 years my senior, or was that younger, and being able to go in there and actually have a boxing match, yeah, I think that would be good enough for me in itself, just being able to even do that. Secondly, if I knock him out, that would be freaking incredible. It'd be the biggest thing. What I say, bestie, yeah, bestie means embarrassment, yeah, for that guy, because he's younger than me, and he said he's bigger than me, and he's a good fighter. So either way, I win. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether I get beaten or not. The fact that I step in there, and I'm also doing it for the honor of my family as well. Yeah, because I'm not doing it because I want to do it. Yeah, yeah, it would be. The thing is, also, I've wanted to get into shape. Yeah, I've really wanted to get into shape, but I'm not motivated. Yeah, I'm not motivated. This would motivate me. The only thing is that Real One says he wants it done privately. Now, for me, I don't see the point of a private match. Yeah, yeah. For me, I don't see the point. Yeah, I have to do it on camera. Like, it has to be done on camera. Yeah, like for me, I want to see myself in the ring, kind of like punching and jabbing, and then thinking. But the thing is, I admit, I do know from sparring and when I was younger, sparring, yeah, is a freaking nightmare. Like, a lot of people don't realize. Yeah, I don't know, in his bedroom or something. I don't know. People, I mean, it's hard to really understand unless you've sparred with someone how long 30 seconds is. Yeah, 30 seconds, yeah. Yeah, certain 30 seconds, yeah, can feel like freaking 30 years, yeah, when you're tired. Yeah, what 10 seconds can feel like freaking 50 years if you're on your last legs. So it is a very difficult thing to do. For me personally, I would just like to do it, and then I can tick that off here, one of the things I've done, because I think that would be a great achievement, just to be able to go in a ring and be able to kind of like box with somebody. Now, obviously, I don't think I'm going to be the next Mike Tyson. Yeah, I might be the next, I don't know, Lennox Lewis or Evander Holyfield or something, but not Mike Tyson. So yeah, that would be quite fun. Now the other thing is that so with that, I'll keep you updated what's going on. Yeah, I'll keep you updated what's going to happen with that one. If Real One backs out, like Menace Singh, yeah, there's a guy called Menace Singh, yeah. He's been saying for months, weeks now, oh Raj, when I get you on the thingy, I'm going to do this. Everyone witnessed when I jumped onto Real One Maggie's Menace Singh, yeah, he got scared and he legged it. Yeah. When it comes to the crunch, let me explain something to you people. When it comes to the crunch, real life, most people, yeah, are not cut out for the heat. And I'm not talking about physically, because once your face is on camera, yeah, some people have a lot to lose. Some people like myself, I don't really give a shit. You can film me, whatever. It don't make no difference to me. But some people coming onto camera doing X, Y, Z, it can get your life ruined, because you might be some sort of so-called upstanding citizen. Like, same thing with menacing. I got menacing, yeah, on camera, on video, saying F Allah, F Muhammad, Hanuman done this, Hanuman done that, thingy this and all that, yeah. So if he knows any Hindus or Muslims and stuff like that, I got his photo and I got his freaking, I know everything about that guy. If I really wanted to be a prick, I could freaking just like do a whole video and just release it on it. I'd send it to Big Odds. I'd send it to Big Odds. I'm like, oh, do what you want with this, man. So when it comes to that, the situation, like I don't know if Real One would do it, because he said he don't want to go on camera. But if you want to, if you're ready to go on camera, yeah, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I'll get COE down. I'll get COE down. I'll get what's it called? TNT Greeks, Mr. Rax. Yeah, and we can do like a charity boxing match. It'll be fun. Other thing is going to be about the coronavirus. Now, the coronavirus has now hit 1 million people. Yeah, 1 million people. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, yeah, but that is a lot of people. Now, before everyone starts saying, oh, Sky Sports box office, yeah, you're right. before everyone starts saying that, okay, you know, coronavirus, you know, we have more people dying from the flu and all this kind of stuff, yeah, it's crazy, yeah, because the thing is, you have to understand, when it comes to the flus are seasonal. So once it gets into summertime, it relents. Yeah, you don't have many people dying of the flu in summer. Now, one of the big problems with coronavirus, which they believe to be true, they haven't 100% tested it yet, is that it's not seasonal. It's going to go through the summer periods and through the autumn, whatever, and spring and whatever. Now, obviously, it might be a little bit less. The other thing is this: there's no vaccination for coronavirus yet. Obviously, in a year or so, that will happen. Yeah. At the moment, there's not. The problem with coronavirus is the fact that there's no vaccine. It's not seasonal. On top of that, it's very easy to actually pass on to other people. Yeah, and that's one of the other problems. And if you are infected with coronavirus, 80% of you probably won't get any real bad effects, I don't think. Yeah. Now, but the 20% that do get it, yeah, the 20% that you do get it, yeah, those are the people, yeah, that might, just might, yeah, just might fall ill, yeah, yeah. And if they fall ill and they've got underlying conditions like maybe heart problems, lung problems, and all this kind of stuff, or like my mother has like diabetes, is elderly, has a quadruple bypass and a pacemaker, those people, yeah, can get seriously ill from this illness. And the thing is about this illness is that if you get seriously ill, it's not like, you know, you just take a couple of paracetamols like with the flu and sleep in bed and it will get better. You need a ventilator because it attacks the lungs. Yeah, it attacks the lungs and you need a ventilator. So if you need a ventilator and you're hospitalized for 2 weeks, think about the amount of space and time that's going to take up in the hospital, which would then affect other people that have other illnesses. That's why they've had to cancel operations and all this kind of stuff here, because the amount of space they need, the amount of equipment they need for just one person is draining the NHS. Yeah, so people need to really understand that. Yeah. Oh, big up to Land of Celts. Yes, random exposure, hilarious. I love your videos, man. I love your videos, especially the one that you did of what's his name? That freaking nutcase. Oh, my rat boy. I forgot he looked like Show Dollar, Rat of Show Dollar. You're right, actually. He looks exactly like the Rat of Show Dollar. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I don't really mind your videos per se. I think your stuff against the Shias is pretty nasty, but you got good production skills. Not gonna lie, give credit where credit's due. You always manage to give them music like we're murderers. One thing about random exposure, yeah, I have to say, doesn't matter what that person puts up, they always make the person, yeah, look like they're a murderer because of the music. So they could put Mickey Mouse on there, but because of the background music, Mickey Mouse would look like a freaking Ted Bundy or something like that, or Charles Manson, just because of the music is so kind of like creepy. So yeah, it does the job. Yeah, it's good propaganda, not gonna lie. So yeah, so this is the problem. The other thing is that the amount of people coming in to the hospital at the same time. Remember, when it comes to flu, yeah, you got like a 6-month period where people gradually come in and they leave. Yeah, either through a body bag or go back home, whichever one. But they'll come in and then they'll leave. They'll come in and then they'll leave. And the period of time is not going to be that long. The problem, yeah, oh no, Land of Celts. I'm going to actually screenshot that because he said long live the Rajanator. And I need to get this as that proof just in case I fall out with the Land of Celts. Let me get it. Just in case I fall out with Land of Celts, I need to make sure I got this as proof. He said long live the thing. Let me say, yeah, I'm going to get this now. I've got some good little. I always have to prepare. I don't really have no problem with the Land of Celts. I think he's an alright guy, man. He is a racist, though. He's a racist, no doubt about it. I want to kill him. That's what people call him, but he's not racist. He's just saying the obvious. But I've got that screenshot now, just in case he turns against me. I'm like, look at this goddamn Land of Celts. He hates Pakistanis, and he also said, "Long live the originator, the biggest Pakistani basher in the world." So yeah. just my little backup plan. I always have to think about this kind of stuff. Just in case someone I fall out with someone. But I've got no problem with Nana Cox personally. He's definitely not racist. You can't be a racist if, I don't know, you're a Muslim and you're married to a Somali woman. I mean, that's the worst kind of racist in the world. Like, imagine Hitler, yeah, was like a full-on racist, yeah, and he goes, "Oh yes, I've got a Somali wife and I've got a mixed-race kids, yeah." Now, oh, Jag Sandu, dude, why are you so obsessed with me, dude? I know that's you, Sukhjata. You thought your little plan was gonna work. Sukhjata has been trying to groom me for like 3 weeks. I don't fall for your bullshit. Until I meet you in real life, I don't trust no one. So I know what you're trying to do, Sukhjata. You're trying to be nice. You're probably bunga the garage. You're probably keeping it real. All of those guys, you're probably trying to do. You're probably one of this group from Raspecs that is trying to kind of speak to me. They want to speak to their god, yeah, Raj. They see me as that. They see me as a god or something like that, which I'm not, but they see me like one, yeah. Because the way they treat me is like I'm some freaking celebrity. So I know who you are. You're probably one of those guys because you say you know where I live. Okay, you know where I live. I'll cough in your face, you little prick. I'll cough on you like that. Now what are you going to do? What if I got coronavirus? You'll be dead in a week. So don't think you can start saying, oh, I know where you live. Yeah, you know where I live, Gunjar. Come down. Come down. I'll give you a cough for your freaking birthday. Yeah. Yeah, so oh, you're boring now. Boring. All right, let's just hide him because these trolls are so freaking shit. I'm so disappointed with the trolls released recently because none of them have got any guts. Like, the problem with trolls and trolling nowadays, yeah, they're no good anymore. Like a good troll is somebody that let me tell you a definition of a good troll. Somebody that not only can take the piss out of you, but can also make you laugh. You understand? Because a good troll should be able to take the piss out of you and still make you like them. You understand? Take the piss out of you, but still make you like them. And I'm good at that. Yeah, I could take the piss out of you, and deep inside your heart, you'd still find me funny. Yeah, even if you don't want to admit it. That's why a lot of my enemies still find me quite humorous, even if I'm saying stuff that they hate what I'm saying. Now, let me just go back to the thingy. When it comes to the coronavirus, like I said, it's the amount of people coming in at the same time and the severity of the cases, which is the problem. Example, if you had 10 people coming into hospital in one day with the flu, a serious case of the flu, no one needs to be quarantined. Nobody, from my understanding, would be put onto a ventilator. Maybe one of them, yeah. And most of them with a flu would probably, if 2 of them die, the other 8 will probably just go about their normal life without no problem in a few days. Problem with the coronavirus is if you're one of the unlucky few that goes into hospital, you're gonna be in the hospital for 2 to 2.5, 3 weeks. And not only that, the resources that are needed to look after you are gonna be substantial. So I've seen videos of people on the coronavirus who are recovering, who have ventilators, drips in them, 24-hour care. People have to turn them around and stuff like that so they can breathe. Yeah. And so all of that stuff is going to start taking up NHS workers, equipment, medicine, you name it, it's going to start taking up. This is why the coronavirus is a problem, because it's going to start making the NHS have to decide whether they're going to save that person or this person. Yeah, they got Raj Singh. Yeah, so they're going to have to decide. You have 2 people now. You have got limited resources in terms of equipment, beds, and staff. You have to choose between somebody that is 80 years old with underlying issues, and then you have somebody that's 25 years old with no underlying issues. Which one do you treat now? They're going to treat this one. This one will then die, because by the time they've finished dealing with this one will not make it. And this is why a lot of elderly people, especially, are passing away, because they've had to prioritize the younger people. So people need to start taking this seriously, because I'm telling you, oh, Mad Dog TV. Okay. Oh, before I go, I'm going to go in like another 10 minutes. Let me explain something. Mad Dog TV says, did you see Adnan Rashid? Yeah, let me say something. I don't take, you know, Adnan Rashid done a video about the Afghanistan massacre where they killed 26 Sikhs in the Sikh temple last week. I don't take Adnan Rashid's video seriously. I've not watched it. I don't want to watch it because Adnan Rashid is a prick. Yeah, Adnan Rashid is somebody that has said Guru Tegh Bahadur was a murderer and a killer. That's why he was executed. He's somebody that has even said that Chote Sahibzade, which is Guru Gobind Singh Ji's two younger children, that probably didn't happen the way the way that we know it to have happened. So there's a lot of things that he has said that I know, yeah, that he's a propagandist for like an Islamic revisionist. I don't take him seriously. Now, Ali Diva did a video, yeah, and I have to say, Ali Diva, big up to Ali Diva for that video. I don't get on with Ali Diva, yeah. I think Ali Diva is a pompous little prick who, you know, is always walking around having Saidi or lick his boots and freaking carry his camera, and then Saidi always goes looking like he's going for a poop every time he gets angry. And so with Ali Diva, yeah, Ali Diva mistreats people like that, yeah. He thinks he's a diva. But I really thought the video he done in the Afghanistan situation was very well done. Yeah, and I don't think, the thing about Ali Diva, I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he's like mean-spirited that way. Yeah, he's just a prick, yeah, and he's up his own ass. There's a difference. But when it does go to Adnan Rashid don't care about the Sikhs in Afghanistan. I can tell you that straight now. He don't care about the Sikhs in Afghanistan. I will give you oh, Pavlov Lupin, is that the real Pavlov? How do I know it's the real Pavlov though? Is that you, Pavlov? You goddamn where is he? Is he a freaking Ukrainian? I can't remember where he comes from. They all look, all these freaking white Europeans look the same to me, man. I don't know where they come from. I don't know where he's come from. Where does he come? Ukrainian. Oh, big up to, if that is the real, I need to double check his sim though. All right, let's have a look whether that's the right. I don't want to start talking to Pavlov. I've not seen that lunatic for a while. I don't miss you though. I'm gonna admit it. I've not really thought about Pavlov. No offense, dude. Oh, it is him. All right, it is Pavlov. I'll big up Pavlov, man. No offense, man. Didn't miss you though. But yeah, now you've come back. I'll be honest with you, I didn't even think about you until you just literally popped up. Oh, Pavlov. Sorry, dude. It's just the way it is. Yeah, nah. I like Pavlov. Me and Pavlov get on, man. I get on with Pavlov. He let me wear the oh, Game of Thrones. Look, what's this? Pavlov, what's that? Eh? Look, Game of Thrones sword. Huh? What's this? What's this? What's this, Pavlov? Oh God. What's this, Pavlov? What is this? My own special fan art for Game of Thrones. Obviously, I haven't been able to watch. I'm going to watch the season 8 again because I've been so traumatized by season 8 that I have not been able to watch the last season because I'm so upset. Hard home, yeah. I'm going to try doing what I've been so upset about Game of Thrones. I have not been able to see the last season because of how upset I am. Was one of the greatest ever TV shows ever. A straight 10 out of 10. Straight 10 out of 10. But it went down to a 9. A whole point was taken away because of season 8. Whenever he wants it. Probably after the coronavirus. Obviously, I don't want to be kind of spreading the thingy. So yeah, like I said, like I will be. Actually, it's not a book. It's the video. I don't read Barry Black in that case. Do I look like I read to you? Are you mad? Do I look like I read? I read books. So yeah. It's a freaking the DVD box set. First 5 seasons. I'm gonna be ordering the next seasons. Yeah, obviously. It's not a book, you nutcase. Look, DVDs, Blu-rays. Oh, your money's on me. Yes. So Salahuddin's here. Yeah, Salahuddin's here. Hopefully you're doing okay. Hopefully we don't upset. I'm always upsetting Salahuddin. I'm always upsetting him somehow. I don't know. I'm scared to say anything at the moment. Don't want him to bloody well start. Oh, look who's there, Real One's here. Come on, Real One. So Real One's in the shit here. So Real One, yeah. Rather you been out and Swiss and correcting or anything. Let me say something here. I have not left the house for 2 weeks. Do you know how many times I've left? Twice. Both times to get essential shopping. That's it. I've not even stepped outside the front of the freaking house. Yeah, that's how good I am at this freaking social distancing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I've not been anywhere. I just literally had to get a lot of medicine today. So let me say something. Things you need to stock up on. Paracetamol. Don't get ibuprofen. I had no paracetamol in the house, so I had to go out and buy paracetamol. Cough medicine, because if you get cough, it's going to be pretty bad. And then on top of that, what you also need to get is like Beechams and stuff like this. You need to get all of this kind of stuff. Yeah. Now, Real One. Now, let me explain why Real One and me are going to have a boxing match. Yeah, because me and Real One. So to everybody, Real One's in the chat. Yeah, me and Real One. Obviously, I hate Real One. I'm not going to lie. If Real One died and he was lying in a ditch, I'd probably piss on his face. I'm not even lying to you. Yeah, because I don't wish that. What? K-Dips, we have to stay in the house, sir. If you got, let me explain something. If you're young and you don't live with anybody elderly or vulnerable, okay, yeah, you might take it lightly. For me, it's very serious. I have 2 elderly parents. My mum is seriously ill with diabetes, heart problems, and high blood pressure. My father's quite fit, but he's still old. Yeah. And then I have a family member in my family who is vulnerable because they had something happened around 20 years ago, which has left them wheelchair bound. So they need help as well. Normally, what I do once a week is to go around my sister's house and stay there once a week, because just to kind of help out with my sister. But I can't even do that at the moment. My brother's staying there. Yeah. So when it comes to this situation now, for me and Real One, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna choose a charity of my choice. I'll actually choose an autism charity, because it's actually World Autism Day today. And Real One, he can choose his own charity. What we're gonna do here, me and Real One are gonna have a boxing match. So everyone, big up to Real One for at least manning up and saying, yeah, he'll have a boxing match with me. Now we're gonna have a boxing match in a controlled environment. He will choose the venue and the date. We can do the dates. I'm gonna have COE filming, TNT Greeks, and Mr. Rax. All 3 of them will be filming, including my channel as well. So we're gonna have a boxing match. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start training for this boxing match, and hopefully by the time it gets to the point, I'll be fit enough to be able to do a boxing match here and a box Real One. Now the thing is with Real One has been threatening me for 1 year straight about beating me up here. Oh yeah, if I see you, I'm a MMA boxer, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm gonna do this to you. And he's like 15 years my younger as well, I think. So he's got an age advantage. Yeah, I am serious. He has an age advantage over me and probably skill advantage. But what I do have is the support of the public. Yeah, because everybody will support the underdog, because I am definitely the underdog. Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, I freaking well haven't, I haven't had a fight. When's the last time I had a freaking fight? When was that? 2010. It's got to be around 2009, I think. So it's 11 years the last time. So for me, I was still what in my 30s. So yeah. It was like five Bengali guys. They all started punching me. I couldn't do nothing. Could you imagine? Yeah, like there's five little Bengali guys punching you up. And if you've ever been surrounded by five little guys all hitting you like that, yeah, it's not the easiest thing to kind of defend yourself. Luckily, they couldn't fight, which was good because the punches didn't even hurt. That was the embarrassing thing about it. Yeah, they didn't even hurt. It was just like little kind of like little. But when you got lots of yes, I'm gonna get fat for a couple of weeks. Let me enjoy myself, Pavlov. Yeah, let me enjoy myself. I'm gonna get fat for a little bit, then I'm gonna start training. Yeah, I'm gonna start training, and I've always, I've always wanted to get in shape and a really good shape because I had been in good shape during my younger years, but that took me a lot of motivation. And on top of that, I wanted to once in my lifetime to do a boxing match. And so this is kind of like ticking off two things at once: getting in shape and doing a boxing match. Now he offered me out for 1 year straight. Raj, if you're a man, let's do a boxing match. And yesterday or the day before, I was like, all right, then I'll do it. Now, if you're going to offer someone a boxing match, yeah, make sure you're willing to do it. Now, it will be something that we can kind of like look forward to after. Um, Raj looks blessed for an Islamophobe. MashaAllah. Yeah, so Carnito. So he wants to do a boxing match. For me, I might get Khan to be my nutritionist for my boxing match. Get me into shape. Yeah, Khan, do my nutritionist, yeah. And thinking so when it comes after, it'll probably be by the end of the year. We'll yeah, do jumping. I'm gonna be jumping it, and then I'll get now the thing is that I'm definitely gonna film it, yeah, because I think it'd be a good video of when internet trolling goes wrong. Now I did say before, if I get beaten up, it doesn't matter. If I win, it doesn't matter. The point is, yeah, I'm doing this for the honor of my family, yeah, and I'm telling you straight now, yeah, I'm willing to take a few knocks in order to expose some people, yeah, in real life, yeah, I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to take that beating, man. And the reason being, read this. So this is real one. Have a read, people of real one, and this is the reason why I'm willing to go into a ring. So this is the kind of stuff, yeah, that he says. He goes, I'm calmly saying, Raj, claim the as proof. So let's see if a Ragu, his old dear will die. Yeah, obviously, old dear means parents. Question mark, and I wish death on your mother. Sophia, will you do me a favor and ask Raj to provide this proof now, or may his mother die tonight for his lies? And Raj, show your proof now. If you're lying, your mother will die tonight. And that's just a couple of things here that he's written that is like very nasty. Um, you have a look. Oh, shut up, Pavlov, you little prick. He says Pavlov's already starting to annoy me. Now I know why he annoys me in real life. He's very irritating, Pavlov is. I'm not going to lie. Very irritating boy. Uh, yeah, so what I'm going to do is that this is a good incentive for me to get in shape. And after the coronavirus is kind of like simmered down, then yeah, we will do like a charity boxing match, because this is what Real One wants. He's asked me to do it for years. Even the other day, he was saying to me, "Let's do a boxing." Oh, shut up, Pavlov. Yeah, I get on with you. Don't worry. I abuse people I get on with. Sorry, dude. Yeah, sorry, dude. I have to. Yeah, he is so annoying, though. I'm not gonna lie. But you're the most annoying, Salahuddin. No one's more annoying than you. Nobody's more annoying than Salahuddin. For him to call someone else thingy. Now, all right. So, Real One, teasing. Did I say I'm going out training? I can train at home. Oh, let me say something. Let me explain something, Real One. I know you're getting shook here because you think that you're gonna look stupid. But let me tell you something. I'm gonna train at home. I've got a big garden. I'll train at home. That's it. Training at home. I'll get myself like a boxing bag and stuff like that. Yeah. And then once it starts to get a bit better, then I'll go to a gym. So what I'll do is I'll train a bit until it gets better. And then once we're allowed to go out a bit more, then we'll go. Yeah. So we're going to do a special show on COE, TNT Greeks and Mr. Rax. Real One versus Raj. Yeah. And it will be called so it will be called When Internet Trolling Goes Wrong, Ultimate Edition. Yeah, because either way, Real One, you will look stupid if you're 6 foot something like you say, and you're an MMA fighter and you jump in a ring with me. Yeah, some titchy little Sikh that doesn't really fight. You're gonna look stupid for one. Yeah. Now, if you step into the ring and I beat you, you're gonna look like the biggest pussy known to mankind. Either way, you're gonna look stupid. Either way, I'm gonna look good. Yeah, because I'm gonna come out like looking like I'm freaking well. I'll be a bit more built, in shape, learn a new skill, boxing skill. You know. Yeah, yeah. One good thing about me, yeah, I haven't got a glass jaw. Thank God for that. One thing about me, yeah, I haven't got a glass jaw. I've been punched quite a few times in the face, and I have not been knocked out. Yeah, yeah. I've not been knocked out. And I'm talking about full punch in the face from my brother-in-law who's built like a tank. He did bust my nose though, but I didn't fall. I didn't kind of like go down or anything. I was like, yeah, yeah. So I know I can take a good punch, yeah. But giving out punches is where my, which is where my kind of like weak point is. So I need to start kind of like training up for that. I can do that at home, obviously. I might even film myself training a bit. And then what we'll do is once the coronavirus dies down in a couple of months, then I can start going to a gym and stuff. And then we can maybe do it next year or something like that. Yeah, Chad Jaw. Yeah. So yeah, that's all really. Like I said, don't underestimate the coronavirus. Yeah, don't underestimate the coronavirus. It's very serious, very serious. Like in fact, when I went out today, I actually had to make a special mask because you know these masks. Let me explain something. See these masks here? Where is it? See these masks here? These little shit. They don't do nothing. Oh my. Tell the story when you glassed your brother-in-law. Oh my God. Yeah, why do you want to know that story? Uh, so these masks don't do nothing. Yeah. Firstly, they only stop you from spreading germs. Now the problems with these masks, germs still come out. I actually made I had this mask from earlier. It was a £25 mask, but unfortunately, when I brought it, I took the insides out because I didn't need it for that. But what I did, I put yesterday, I put it in a layer of extra material. So now, when I put the mask on, yeah, it's very kind of like protective. Like it covers the whole bit. I'm thinking nothing's getting out of that at all. Yeah, at all. No spit, nothing. So even with the eyes as well. Remember, coronavirus can go into the eyes. So I'm lucky I've got my glasses, so I don't touch my eyes anyway. A lot of people do this all the time, and I have my gloves on all the time as well. When I go out, my gloves, I don't take these off. So I have these on all the time. when I'm out. These. Let me tell you something. Yeah, these gloves are amazing. Do you know why? Have a look at this. Yeah, very easy to touch stuff without having to take your gloves off. Yeah. So some of these gloves, you have to take your gloves off in order to, like, I can even text with these gloves, which is what's so good about them. Very flexible. Yeah. Now they're not sex gloves in that case. Yeah. So you can see, very very good gloves, very flexible. So when you're buying gloves, buy gloves that you can wear and you can phone. Yeah. Yeah. I've washed them already. Don't worry. So when you buy something, you can do both. Yeah, because you want to be able to wipe the gloves. Now I have to go out at least once a week to do some essential shoppings for my mum. Most of the stuff we've got online, to be honest with you, loads and loads of stuff online. But there's certain things that I can only get through. Yeah, the BDSM gloves, you little prick. Stop getting. I'm not gonna freaking start. Why are you getting so kind of turned on for, man? Yeah, very good. Very good mask. Actually, I might use these on my boxing gloves. Did you hear, Banksy? I'm doing a boxing match. Banksy, I'm doing a boxing match. You want to be my trainer? Could you imagine Banksy as my trainer? And I'm going to go in it. Yeah, I need to get some. Imagine if I go in the gate. Yeah. Bang! Imagine if I'll go in there and there's 6 or something guys there, and I just go bang, and a freaking. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that? Yeah, mouth guard. Yeah, I'm gonna wear that thingy on my head as well, man. So don't worry, I'm gonna be very careful, man. I have spied before though. When I did karate when I was younger, I used to do good guy as well. That was a freaking nightmare as well. Uraji will lose, then will him. What does that mean? Speak English, now it helps. All right, so that's about it. I've said what I need to do. Yeah, I can do it, Raj. Of course I am. All right, let me just double check. Let's see who's in there. Medic 999. Big up to the NHS workers though. We salute you. Mad Dog TV. Yeah, big up. Really old. Mad Dunia was here. That goddamn cockroach. No, it's not Ned Stark's sword. It's just what is it? It's just winter is coming. It's not even Ned Stark's sword, is it? It's just some. Pretty good actually, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'd love to be able to go about freaking. I should actually start. Well, I should actually start going out with the sword. If I went out with the sword, I'd look freaking crazy, man. Let me see. I need to start going out with the sword actually. That's right. Yeah. Obviously, once I start getting this sword, I like to dress up. I don't know why I turn into a bit of a freaking big kid with these swords, and then bloody well. That stupid thing. Yeah. Then yeah, no, it's not a plastic sword. Do you want me to show you, Nanocot? You want me to show you? You want me to do do you want me to show you how sharp this sword is? You want me to show you how sharp this sword is? Look. I want to show you. Like I'm telling you, man. Look how sharp this sword is. Look. Even touching the thing, it's sharp. It nearly cut my look. This sword is a real sword. It's made out of metal. Have you watched Forged in Iron? You need to start watching a program called Forged in Iron. Yeah, on I think it's Discovery Channel. Discovery Channel's Forged in Iron is an amazing program to show you how important a sword is. Yeah, in terms of how they make the sword. Because I'm telling you something now. Depending on the blacksmith, your sword could be the difference between life and death. Oh, cut some paper with it, please. Oh, Banksy, come on, man, dude, come on. Look, I don't want to hurt. Look, I love the trees, man. I don't want to hurt the trees. And the trees have suffered enough, Banksy. Trees have suffered enough. I don't want to start cutting more trees down because, you know, this, I don't want to hurt. I don't want to kind of like, you know, this needs to only be used in the most extreme circumstances. Like, if once I've cut somebody with it. So, yeah. All right, let me cut something. Where is it? Oh, I'll cut something with it. Where is it? Where is that bloody thing? Yeah, I'll cut paper with it. I'll cut paper with it. So what I'll do is I'll show you. Now have a look at this. Have a look at this. Yeah, paper. Yeah, I'm going to show you how sharp it is. Now have a look. Look at that. Look. Bloody tall, man. Look. See? Actually, I should have done that off screen if I'm being honest. I don't want to hurt the paper. Let's just say that. I don't want to hurt the paper. I'll test it next time. Yeah, I'll test it next time. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Yeah, but let me say something. Yeah, if you're gonna watch a program, I'm addicted to a program, called Forged in Iron. Yeah, or is it Forged in Iron or something like that? It is the most amazing program when it comes to showing you how swords are made and how it can make a difference between how people what's it called, the blacksmiths, on how skillful they are, yeah, in terms of how durable the sword is and how sharp it is. Yeah, dude, this is real film materials. I can't even touch it because if I touch it with my glove, it might cut it. I have to admit, you when all right, so yeah, obviously, it's just bloody plastic, whatever. Look, before anyone reports me and says I've got a real sword, look, I'm not Superman. This isn't real metal. Yeah, before anyone thinks I'm superhuman, it's just a freaking plastic sword, obviously. Now, I will say something. When I was younger, my brother was into Japanese kind of martial arts and obviously all that kind of stuff. He had a sword, which was a samurai sword, yeah, a real samurai sword. When I was younger, I didn't realize how sharp samurai swords are. So one day, I was like swinging it like this, yeah, and swinging it like that. You know what kids do? And as I was doing it, it was touching my brother's jacket. Yeah, so it was touching my brother's jacket, and I was doing this and I was doing that. What I didn't realize, yeah, that it cut my brother's jacket to ribbons. Yeah, it was only once I stopped swinging the sword that I saw my brother's jacket just start to kind of like crumble, yeah, in parts. And obviously, I got into a lot of trouble for that. Yeah, so yeah, this is no joke. This obviously is plastic. Before anyone starts reporting me, it's plastic. I got this at Comic Con. 2018, I think I went, or 2019, I can't remember. A lot of weirdos down there, like Pavlov. A lot of nutcases like Pavlov down there. Yeah, there was like 50,000 Pavlovs. Yeah, all right, so I need to go now. You can get, no, but the thing is, you can get swords easily, but there still is shit. My friend used to have a Karbanya, which is a Sikh sword from India. He brought it. And when he had the sword and he tried to hit like it wasn't a can, it was like something quite hard. And he hit it, it just cracked in half. So the sword, the way the swords are made, yeah, and the material and the workmanship is very important. Yeah, I'm telling you, everybody start watching Pavlov. Start watching Forged in Iron. You're gonna love that program because it tests the swords out, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. The some swords are like freaking, literally like knife through butter. Another swords crack on impact, but they look the same when you see them visually. Anyway, I need to shoot now. Anyway, I've done my bit. I'm done. Why are they saying thank you to the NAS like it's only now? Yes, okay, Dips, you little turd. We're saying thanks now, especially. It's like, you know, when somebody, you're always thankful for something, but then you're more thankful when the shit hits the fan. It's just normal human behavior. Show me Corona numbers are being made. Oh, shut up. Corona numbers are being made up. Big L. What do you mean Corona numbers are being made up? In fact, the Corona numbers are a massive underestimate. In fact, China, forged in fire. Sorry. Instead, actually, the numbers are actually worse. China probably lost 50,000 people during the coronavirus, but are only reporting 3,000. Do you know how people know it's around 50,000? Do you know why? Because they've been cremating people and giving out the ashes. Now, when they're giving out the ashes, they were giving out 3,000 every couple of hours. 3,000 every couple of hours. Now, if there was only 3,000 deaths, they should have been able to do that in a couple of hours. In fact, what they were doing, they were continuously 24 hours a day giving out urns. Urns are what you put your ashes into of your loved one. And they calculate the amount of urns that went out of that place were hitting 42,000. 42,000 just from the urns. And that's not even taking into account people that are probably unaccounted for who they don't know who died from coronavirus. Stop hurting us, don't ruin the. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I had to show people because the people say, "Oh, Raj, you got a sword in your house. You're gonna end up killing someone." Black Knight. Don't call me the Black Knight. They're gonna call you racist, Real Pavlov. Carnito Ibn Donkey Effa. Carnito's now got Ibn Donkey Effa. Thingy, good. Well done for that one. I like that one. I'm understood the nurse and the nurse and finds right funny. Yeah, it's true. He used to fund me with PayPal donations, Salahuddin, once upon a time. Yeah, crazy, man. So the real infection rate is probably close to 2-3 million. Yeah, it's over 1 million now, but the real infection rate is over probably 2 or 3 million. I'm telling you that straight now. And stop this with your 5G goddamn madness. Everywhere I see, everywhere I see, there's always about the 5G. I'm sick and tired of the 5G. Obviously, let me say something. People talking about 5G, I'm not saying they're lying, because having radio waves going all over the place, 24 hours a day is not a good thing. Yeah, we know that not to be a good thing. But to blame the coronavirus for the goddamn 5G, that's just getting silly now. The problem with a lot of these conspiracy theorists, they ruin real legitimate concerns by making things sound stupid. Like the 5G situation is a concern, is a concern. Like having radio waves of that kind of high frequency, whatever it is, your power, is not good. But to say that the coronavirus is actually oh bloody hell. Yeah, I'm tired already, Betty Bennett. I'm knackered all the time. I've been saying for the last couple of weeks, the last 2 weeks, I'm exhausted, fatigued. I can't go sleep. Yeah, Colin Robinson. I can't go sleep. Big up Colin Robinson. I can't go sleep here. I'm waking up every 2 hours. Yeah, every 2 hours. Oh, AV 251. Right, yeah, big up Sister God. Every 2 hours, Oh, shut up, Usman Khan. Why am I going to be pleased that someone passed away, you little prick? Why am I going to be pleased? Look, let me say something, yeah? If somebody I hate passes away, it doesn't mean I'm happy. I just have no feelings. I'm not upset and I'm not happy. I just have no say in the thing. I'm just going to be like, keep silent about it. If anyone's passed away, that's none of my business. If somebody is not my friend, that doesn't mean I want ill upon them. Yeah, but it doesn't mean I'm going to wish them, I'm going to be upset about it. I'm not freaking upset about some people that, you know, I hate. Something happened to them. It's none of my business. I don't want them. I don't want anything to happen to them because I'm not like that. But if something does, I'll stay silent about it. It's like, you know, whatever, man. I don't want fake. Like if something happens to me, yeah, because I'm telling you, I feel like I got virus myself. If something happened to me and I passed away, and then people that hated me started going, oh, you know, sorry to hear about that, Raj. Oh, we're so sorry to hear Raj passed away. Do you know what I'd be doing? I'd be freaking haunting you. I'll be a porter. Yeah, porter. You know what port is? A goddamn ghost. I'll be saying, shut your mouth, Pudida. You hated me. You hated me, Pudida. Why are you wishing me condolences, you little prick? Tell the truth. You're glad I'm dead. I don't want fake freaking. I don't want fake goddamn. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't care. God's sakes, man. Some of these people are cockroaches. Doesn't mean I want harm upon them. I don't really sell portraits, Colin Robinson. You can commission a portrait. You can commission a portrait. I don't know if it's a good thing to commission portraits at the time of the apocalypse, though. I won't send them. Yeah, just email me. Maybe I can do an apocalypse portrait. Yeah, so like I said, yeah, if I do, just say, for example, I pass away from coronavirus, yeah, and then you go into a lot. Let me say something, and I'm asking people to do it. Actually, I want to give the responsibility to Banksy. Banksy, listen to me, Banksy. Are you still there? Banksy, I'm giving you responsibility or something because I believe you're up for the job. Are you still there? Banksy, are you up for this job I'm going to be giving you? Oh, don't say that. Where is he? Is Banksy still there? All right. So I'm not trying to trivialize death. Just to give an example, if I pass away here from coronavirus here, and then you hear certain people like TYO, people like Afghan, people like Respect, actually not Respect, take Respect out of it. Actually, I don't think Respect that much about Go Speaker or any of these people, yeah, like Sir Fazzo, and actually Sir Fazzo not there. Any of my real enemies, yeah, and they start saying, oh, you know, that's really bad that, you know, Raj passed away. Oh, tell them to shut their mouths. Tell them to shut their mouths, otherwise I'm going to come back to haunt them because I'm not having no fake goddamn condolences. I'd rather them be truthful and say, yeah, I'm glad he's dead. Because that's what they want from me. They want me to be dead. They've shown that they want me to get hurt. They've shown that they only want ill for me. So if I die from the coronavirus, I don't want none of your fake bullshit condolences. Otherwise, I swear to God, I'll come back as a jinn, a porter. I'll be freaking haunting you all day, pissing in your mouth and freaking slapping you about like you're a goddamn little pudida, yeah, as a ghost. Yeah, do that for me, please. Thank God, man, I've got somebody that's taking that responsibility. Because the worst thing, imagine you're on your deathbed, yeah, and you pass away, you're going to heaven or whatever, and then you hear your enemies going, oh, you know, oh my God, I can't believe what's happened to Raj. Oh my God, his poor family. Oh my God, you know, he passed away. I can't believe it. And in reality, in their own heart, they wish for me to be dead. Like, I don't want that fakeness, man. Yeah. Just say it straight. Don't say nothing or say the truth that you don't give a shit and you're glad I'm dead. Hopefully I'm not dead by next week. Hopefully, yeah. Thank you. Just remember, I've given you that responsibility. It's a big responsibility. So if I die in the next couple of weeks, man, well, I don't want to curse myself. You never know, man. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yeah. Anyway, I need to go. Yeah. Big up to everybody. Can you draw me a? Oh, don't say that, man. Oh, is that freaking Afghan? That freaking little prick. Let me hide him. All right. Yeah, he's hidden. Everyone, don't get triggered now. He's hidden. Don John 786. I appreciate what you're saying, but I don't want my enemies to get hurt either. Even my enemies, I have a bit of compassion for. Apart from maybe 5, who I swear to God, I don't care what happens to them. Yeah, those 5 people. What do I want to reincarnate into your next life? I don't want to reincarnate. I want to become one with God. So I don't want to reincarnate. Yeah, I don't want to reincarnate. But if I did reincarnate, I want to come back as a lion. Actually, I wouldn't mind coming back as a bear either, because a bear is a proper beast. Yeah, I've been researching bears as well, or a shark. I wouldn't mind coming back as a shark, a great white shark. Yeah. Oh, rasshole, yes, I've shouted you out. You've requested your friend on your Facebook account. Have you requested a friend? I'll have a look. I don't really check about these friend stuff. I don't really check. I'll check it. I'll tell you. Yes, Usman Khan. Yes, 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 yes. Boxing, yeah, anything that can fight you and chew people, I'll be okay. I don't want to come back as a goddamn squirrel or something. Like, why would you want to be back as a squirrel? Like, squirrels are just always getting abused everywhere. Like, freaking well made to eat nuts all day, chewing their face. I don't want to be a squirrel, man. I want to be something that, if I get hold of a human being, I'll be able to freaking rip them to shreds with just one freaking swoop or one freaking bite. Then I'll be like, searching people. Yes, I got ice cream. I got cornettos. I got cornettos, obviously. I might eat one later on. So I'm getting fat for a couple of weeks. Anyway, take care, everybody. Like I said, it is World Autism Day today. Like I said, 1 million coronavirus and going up. And I will be doing a charity boxing match with Real One. I will donate all the donations over to the Autism Foundation or whatever like that. I know it comes from something, but I will be doing that. So me and thingy. See, look, this is the reason why me and Real One need to have a boxing match, because he always brings my parents into the situation. So he will say, look, Rajula, I'll box Tedja. So he's saying, "I'll box my father." So think about it, Shay. This is how vile that guy is. He said he'll box my 80-year-old father. And you lot wonder why, this guy needs to like, be needs to be kind of like, let's just say, shown that, he's bullshit about cussing out people's parents and stuff. Cannot go unchallenged. So yeah. I take that as a threat, actually, to be honest. You saying you want to box. Here's another thing. I've just captured it now. Just, because what I'm going to do here before the boxing match, I'm going to read out all of his screenshots and to explain to the world why I feel it's necessary to go in a boxing ring with a fellow Sikh. And I'll explain everything, including that one where he says, what is it? He goes, where is it? Rajul, I'll box Tedja. So Tedja, it's basically like saying, Rajul, I'll box your father up. Think about it. Rajul, I'll box your 8-year-old dad up. That's what he's basically saying in there. Like, my old man, he'll box up. And so we'll make sure we make sure, I'll make sure I show my father, the fight as well, our boxing match, and I'll show him the comment, and he'll be like, "Good on your son, good on your son, get down." Yeah. So hi. Not going to the police. Not going to the police, Real One. I'm gonna even tell PC Barnes I'm doing a charity boxing match. I might tell him to come down and watch. Yeah, he's always going for my family. Yeah, so he always goes. He says he wants to. Now he's saying big up my father. No, Real One is not a Muslim. He's a Sikh, not a Celt. So he's a Sikh. He's a Sikh. You don't think I just? You don't think that I just? Oh, Del boy, you don't think I just? I'm gonna train myself for the next couple of weeks. I need to find out afterwards. I'm sure I can find someone to give me a few boxing lessons. So he's not a thingy. Rule one is a Sikh Landakelts, yeah. Like I said, I'm not light, yeah. I'm not soft on the Sikhs either, yeah. Oh, fights off, you win. What a chicken. Are you saying you've conceded already? Tell me, real one. Have you put the towel in? Tell me. Have you put the towel in, real one? Yes or no? Tell me. Because I need to know whether you are a pussy or not. Because I'm willing to go in the ring with you. I'm willing to go in the ring with you. Have you given up? Yes or no? My my fight prediction, I will stay. Yeah, let me tell you something, yeah, Khan. Yeah, let me tell you something. Khan. I lost at one point 5 stone. Listen to me, 5 stone in 2 months. Do you know how I did it? Do you know how I lost 5 stone in 2 months? I got a staircase there, yeah. Oh, big up to Sophia Lewis. Yeah, I know. I had to do it because yesterday was Autism Awareness Day, Sophia, and I forgot, and I thought I better get it in. I was just a little bit over 12 o'clock before I realized. Oh, don't worry, Land of Kills. A lot of people hate me. So now, when it comes to losing weight and training, I'm telling you one thing. Only one exercise I found, actually 2 exercises I found are absolutely like beastly when it comes to losing weight. Running up and down the stairs, yeah, is one. If you got a staircase straight, I used to run up and down the staircase, yeah, like this, like that, yeah. And I'm telling you, I lost tons of weight doing that, and it is deadly. If you think it, when you go to the gym, you do the foot thing, yeah, the step thing. It's nothing like that when you're doing real stairs. Real stairs freaking like literally work every part of your body, yeah, your legs, your stomach, your thingy, and that's when I was my thinnest. The other thing is jogging on the road, but I don't like jogging on the road because it busted my ankles because I had bad trainers when I did it, and it's done like quite a lot of damage to my ankles. What is my fight prediction? For me, I don't really have no prediction apart from the fact that I'm going to be a winner. Yeah. Now, the reason why I'm going to be a winner is because either way, I'll win. Either way, I'll win. Because my reasoning for doing this is because I want to give to charity. I want to help the youngsters, yeah, in the autism community. I want to help people around the world, and so I want to do this as a way to give to charity because we can charge for people to come in, and I want to give back to the community. So I've won in that way. Obviously, I'm lying. What I really want to do is to go in a boxing match. I've always wanted to do a boxing match. I want to get in shape, so this will be a good way. And on top of that, I can expose an internet troll who has been talking shit about my family for the last year. And let's do another edition of when internet trolling goes wrong in the boxing ring. Now, obviously, this will be done all above board and legally. Yes, the most important thing is legally. Yeah, above board and legally. We will go into the match legally, and there's nothing wrong with a little boxing match to kind of resolve stuff. Dude, let me tell you something, Adam Smith. I've learned one thing I learned here when watching like Mike Tyson and all of these people. Mind games is just as important as actually fighting. Some people have lost a fight before they've even walked into a ring. Yeah. Before that, now I'll be wearing a patka. I'm gonna wear a bandana, a patka. So I wear a patka on my head. Yeah. I'll have to take my glasses off, unfortunately. So I can't even see. I'm just gonna start freaking. I can't ever actually see. So one way to defeat someone is to mentally defeat them. And let me say something. I may not be good with my fists, but let me tell you something. When it comes to mental games, I'm playing chess. You're playing tiddlywinks. Yeah. You're gonna expose my head by knocking off my putka. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. You're gonna expose my head by knocking off my putka on purpose. Oh, cool. That's cool. That's cool. What if I wear a bug in the ring and you knock that off on purpose as well? Are you gonna knock that off as well? Yeah. Anyway, I need to go anyway. I've done my bit. I've done my bit. Hopefully Sophia's all right. Sophia Lewis, hope you're okay. Hope you're keeping safe by wearing the mask and putting the gloves on and stuff. Don't wear the gloves too much because you know a lot of these thirsty guys that pretend to hate you. Yeah. Oh, Sophia Lewis is gonna be the ring girl. You know when you have the ring girl and she walks around with a card and stuff. Sophia Lewis is gonna be the ring girl. Yeah, it's gonna be the ring girl, and I'm gonna be like in the container. The worst thing is, yeah, like I can't actually go topless though. This is the biggest problem. I know everyone was looking forward to it, yeah, that Raj with that shirt on, but there's no way I'm doing that. Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. I'm wearing something on top. I can't have my goddamn head, which means stomach, kind of flapping about and all that kind of stuff. So I need to make sure I have something on. I need to make sure. I would no way. If you want to train, can I train with you? Wherever, man. I don't know where I'm going to train though. I need to find somewhere to train first. I need to find some. I need to look. Yeah. I can wear. I'll wear a top and stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to be wearing like. I'm going to have my freaking like, goddamn or nipple twisters and everything. Nipple twisters. Be careful. Yeah, could you imagine that? Anyway, I'm off anyway, then, man. Big up to everybody. Stay safe. Make sure. I want to give you. I'll wear a bikini. Could you imagine me with a bikini in a freaking boxing match against the real one, and then Sophia Lewis there as well? Yeah. Maybe you can have a bikini face-off beforehand, like a bikini competition. Mankini. All right. Anyway, man. Take care, everybody. I'm off. Big up. What did you say? Real one is really a little auntie. Could you imagine that? Like I go into the boxing match, yeah, and there's some little auntie with a little sari on. Oh, Rajo, it could happen, man. You don't know, man. It could be a little auntie. I'm gonna be honest with you now. Don't take offense here. If real one is still an auntie, I'm still gonna box you. I'm sorry, man. I'm still gonna end up boxing. I don't care if you're 50, 70 years old. I'll still box. Yeah, we're doing this thing. Yeah, who gives a shit? Yeah, everyone's gonna be like, fights off, Raj, you can't fight a granny. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Hoto. Yeah, still gonna do it, man. Still gonna do it. We're gonna have this boxing match no matter what. No doubt about it. Let me say something. If you, real one, are really a 90-year-old man, yeah. If you're really a 90-year-old man, and you've been asking me for a boxing match for the last year, and then you go to a boxing match and we're in a ring together, then yes, we're still gonna have our boxing match. Yeah, you shouldn't have asked me for a boxing match and then arrange the boxing place. Yeah, because you're gonna have to, yeah, you're gonna have to arrange the boxing venue. You remember that? You're gonna have to arrange the boxing venue. You're gonna arrange the date. You're the one that said you wanted a boxing match for a year, and the other day you said, "Raj, let's do a boxing match for charity," and I said, "Okay, let's do it." So if you turn out to be an 80-year-old person in a wheelchair who can't even talk or see, I'm still boxing you. You get me? Even if you were sitting there in a wheelchair, you're blind, deaf, 80 years old, I'm still boxing you because you arranged it. I'm not turning up to a ring without giving a few freaking punches. Yeah, that's what the ring's made for. If you can get your wheelchair in there, we're gonna box. Don't put your wheelchair in the ring if you don't want to fight. Yeah, I'm telling you straight now. Yeah, it ain't my fault if you're freaking more 4 foot nothing and you're in a wheelchair. That's not my problem. If you turn up to the boxing match and we're in a ring and you arranged it, I didn't arrange it. You're the one that's telling me to arrange it. You said you're going to find a venue. You got a place in East London, and that we'll go there. So I said, if you want to turn up, turn up. Whoever you are, I don't care who you are, whether you're a goddamn Smurf, whether you're a goddamn Boba Fett, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I will even fight goddamn Yoda. If Yoda turn up, I'll freaking box Yoda. Yeah, we'll do this thing. I'm gonna screenshot this because this is hilarious. Wait till I show Rastrick this thing here of real. You know this roadman real one is really buckling under the pressure already. This is what you call mind games, yeah. Because this is how you beat your opponent, yeah. So before you even turn up. So he's saying, I'm gonna report you to the police tomorrow for violence against a 70-year-old woman. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, ring the police. Ring them, real one. Ring them, snitch. Go on, snitch. Yes. Ding, ding, ding. Yes, officer. Who is this? My name's Real One. What's up? There's a guy on the internet called Raj Speaker's Corner. He's going to beat up a 70-year-old woman. Oh, where's the proof? Show it. We're going to go around his house to report him. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm the 70-year-old woman. What do you mean? Yeah, he said, if I was a 70-year-old woman, I'd still box you. Or shut up, you little pudida. Ding. Yeah, that's how it's going to go. Yeah, big up to the Popo, though. Thank you, Real One, for using the Popo. Salute to the police as well. Salute to the NHS and the firemen and everybody working to keep the UK safe. So big up. Good citizens out there using the police when you're thinking, yeah. Oh, thank you, Angela Moon. It's good to have a good laugh at other people's expense, isn't it? It's very good, you know, especially when you've got the ultimate roadman, Real One, going, I'm going to the police, officer. Do you know what's going to happen in the ring here with Real One? Yeah, he's going to go, officer. You know when I jump in the ring, I'm going, da-da-da. And as soon as he sees you, going, officer. Yeah, salute to the police. Yeah, I saw some officers out today, yeah, and like, I'm going to say something to the police here. I'll big up to Sean Bassey. Not seen Sean for ages, man. Let me say something about the police here. They're not wearing any protective covering that I can see. I saw 2 policemen today, yeah. I said, yeah, it is embarrassing if he runs from me, Usman Khan. Now, when it comes to the police here, like, I don't understand why they're not wearing face masks and they're not wearing gloves. Because I saw 2 police officers walking about doing their goddamn thing, like they're walking around like it was freaking summertime in like a little kind of like freaking thingy, like, you know, jacket, nothing, just walking about, no protective equipment, talking to people on that stuff. So I don't exactly know. Oh, there isn't any for them to wear. All right, that's a bit of a disgrace. That's a bit. All right, that's bad. Yeah, because I think it's actually quite dangerous because they were walking about all over the place. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you later. I'll keep you updated about the biggest fight since the Manila in Vanilla, whatever that's called. I don't know what it's called. Remember when it was freaking Muhammad Ali versus George? What is it, George Foreman or that other guy? I can't remember the name. Fraser or Joe Fraser. I don't know what his name was. We ain't even got enough for the NHS. Now, let me tell you something. What I think here with the NHS here. Let me tell you. All right, so let me explain something. AV 25 of a thing. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Yeah. When it comes to the masks, there isn't a thriller in Manila. What did I say? Something vanilla in Manila. I don't know what I said. basically there is not that much use for a mask in terms of protecting yourself, unless you have one of those big kind of masks that you have for, I don't know what they call N95 masks. Yeah, unless you have one of those. The thing is, when you're wearing the mask, you're actually stopping yourself coughing or giving yeah, big up to Sean Bassey. Hope everything's all right. So when it comes to you, it's the main thing is you're not giving germs over to other people. You understand? Yeah, you're not giving germs over to other people. So today, an example was that I was walking around, I was sneezing and coughing. Yeah, if I didn't have my mask on, when I sneeze and cough, I would have left all these particles all in the air, just hanging about. And what happens when you sneeze or cough? Literally within 2 to 3 meters, everything around there is covered with your kind of like your spit and what is your particles of like the germs and stuff. Now, obviously, if you're Mr. Amaraz, yeah, that fat slob, he probably does like 1,000,000 meters. Yeah, he can freaking infect the whole of the UK with one of his whatever he says. Yeah. So this is the main reason. It's about not infecting other people. So you gotta start thinking like that, yeah. Because if you start coughing and then you infect someone else, then what might happen is that person, yeah, so that person, yeah, who you've coughed in front of, they might have an elderly parent, they might have somebody that need to look after, there might be a carer, or there might be a policeman, it might be NHS, and you might pass on the coronavirus to them. So it's not really about yourself. Don't worry if you die. And I'm saying that in a nice way. Don't worry about yourself. Think about the wider public. Yeah. When it comes to gloves, though, it's good to wear gloves, and then when you come home, take them off and stuff, or chuck them away. I've got the washable gloves, so I'm all right. Yeah, I know, Duffy Hunter. Yeah. The Philippines president is crazy. He said he was killing people when it comes to drugs and stuff. He would just like the police were just shooting people dead. Yeah. Yeah, I know. He said he will shoot them. Yeah, I know. He's a nutcase. I can't believe he's still in power, man. But people still seem to like him. Yeah, I'm going to actually show a video next time if I can of how much particles are left in the air after someone coughs. Yeah, once you cough, it's like the whole area is left for like, I don't know, maybe like 20 minutes are left in the air. So if you're walking around coughing, and then what happens is that you cough and then you walk about, yeah, you might walk off, and then somebody like an old person might walk straight into it, and they will get coronavirus if you've got it. So you've got to be more mindful of other people. Anyway, I need to shoot now anyway. And go. Oh, yeah, I showed this earlier. I'm going to show it again because new people in here. But I didn't draw for 13 years, yeah. And I found my first drawing after 13 years. This is my first ever drawing I did after 13 years. Look at that. 13 years of not drawing, and I still had it. When I finished this drawing, I knew I could still draw because I hadn't touched a pen and pencil after 13 years. And this was just a sketch with a pen. And then I did this one after, and I was like, yeah, I still got it, man. "13 years, I managed to draw that." So yeah, I'm so glad I tried to draw it. I don't know. I remember that day when I drew this, and I was like, wow, I can still drink. I said drink. I mean draw. Anyway, I'm off. I know keep saying it, but I'm definitely off now. Do you think that the world governments have conspired? Oh my God, everyone's asking these bloody questions. Do you think that the world government have conspired to kill a part of the world's population secretly? Well, they're not doing a very good job of it, are they? They're not doing a very good job. Like, if you think about it, if you wanted to kill off the world's population, you wouldn't have a disease like coronavirus. You'd get something. The problem with coronavirus is this: it's very contagious, but it's not very deadly. Contagious, but not very deadly. But the fact that it's so contagious, a lot of people are being infected, so there's still a bit of a high death rate. I'll bring up to Jupiter, man. So the problem is this, that The problem is this, that in order for a disease, yeah, like a pandemic, to be very serious, you need to watch a film called Contagion. I tell you guys, yeah, watch a film called Contagion by Steven Soderbergh. Steven Soderbergh's a famous director. I watched that 2 years ago, and pretty much everything they showed in that film is coming to reality. Like all of this kind of like situation with people panicking, and but the reason why that particular virus is more deadly was that one, it was very contagious, yeah, in the sense that it was airborne. Secondly, I'll big up Torek. Now bloody Torek says, I'll big up Torek, man. Secondly, let me tell you something. On Veli show you, the dream team is me, Torek, and Jupiter. When us three are on there, it's the highest IQ conversations you can ever get. Yeah, I'm telling you that. It's like having Isaac Newton, Einstein, and who's like someone like Leonardo da Vinci, all in the same room at the same time. Yeah, I know everyone's showing up now. So it's just like, having three great minds in the same room at the same time. And it just comes for great conversations. Yeah, so what's I bloody saying? Oh, yeah, if you want a deadly virus, you need to have two things. Now, I'll go for another 9 minutes until 2 hours. You need two things, yeah? Two things. Firstly, the virus must be very contagious, yeah, so it needs to be airborne. Secondly, it needs to be, yeah, have a high mortality rate. Coronavirus has a low mortality rate when you really think about it, but it has a high infection rate, so you're still having a lot of deaths, yeah. Oh yeah. Sophia Lewis is more than smart. Sophia Lewis is so smart that she doesn't even need to be in the live panels. Like it's beneath her. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it's like the Queen's walked into, like, I don't know, EastEnders or something. It's like, what is she doing in there? What is the Queen doing in the Queen Vic? That's how I feel when I hear Sophia Lewis on a live stream. It's a bit weird. Um, so, in order for if the government want to really kill millions of people, they would have concocted a virus that was one, airborne, and two, had a high mortality rate. Now, there are particular diseases or viruses in the past, yeah, in the past that I've had. So look at Ebola. Ebola had, yeah, a death rate of 80%. If you caught Ebola, you're going to have a miserable death. All your insides will start bleeding out and stuff like that. But it had a very low contagious rate. So it wasn't airborne. The only way to get Ebola is if you physically touch someone or you swap some sort of liquids. You know what I'm talking about, whatever, whether it's with the mouth, whether it's stingy, whether it's eating or whatever. So it was easier to contain because you don't have to worry about social distancing. All you do is put people, away in the hospital, and then most of them will just die out, and it will not spread too much. Yeah. Now, with other things like the flu is one of the most contagious viruses. It's spread everywhere all the time. People catch it all the time. But the problem with it is it has a very low mortality rate. Yeah. Has a very low mortality rate. Now, the coronavirus is a bit more deadly than the flu because if you are one of the unfortunate people that, yeah, MERS was higher. I know MERS was higher, and I can't remember if SARS was higher or no, SARS was lower. Yeah, MERS was very high from my understanding. Yeah, MERS. So the MERS, SARS, and the coronavirus are all part of the same family, basically. Yeah. COVID. I think COVID-19. I think it just means, I don't know exactly, but I know it's 19. I think it's 2019, whatever. So they're all part of the same family. The thing is, yeah, a lot of people are saying. So what does he say? I'm like a doctorate. I'm like a scientist at the moment. I'm feeling very, very kind of like listen to everything I say and believe it, because I am very, very intelligent. Are these man-made conditions? The coronavirus is not man-made from none of the COVID or whatever it's SARS or Mars or whatever. Yeah, I don't know what it's bloody called. But people are saying that the coronavirus might have been a mutation created by the Chinese, by them kind of like manipulating the SARS virus, and they were trying because in Wuhan they have a yeah, the viruses like the SARS and the MERS, whatever. I think they're natural viruses, but I've been told, and this might not be true, that the Chinese in Wuhan were experimenting on the SARS virus, and it mutated. I don't know what they did to it, but it mutated into the coronavirus, which is more deadly. And because the Chinese eat everything, and one of the virus went onto a bat, yeah, because a bat can incubate viruses without becoming ill. So most people, if a person gets a virus or even an animal, they will probably die from that virus. Yeah, if they get infected. The problem with the bat is that the bat for some reason can incubate viruses and still have it in its bloodstream or in its body without showing any symptoms. So they're still eating them. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a controlled experiment from a natural virus which they manipulated and it turned into the coronavirus. One of the things is that with China, their meat markets, yeah, are a disgrace. I've always said it from day one. I don't care if you call me racist, because I've said from day dot, if you look at that drawing up there, yeah, that drawing up there, I've done a lot of animal cruelty artwork. And when it comes to China and its animal rights is on a next level of savagery. Anybody that eats meat or anybody that eats even dairy products like me, like I eat a bit of cheese and I eat a bit of this, I am also a savage for doing that. Yeah, because we're all contributing to the meat industry or the animal cruelty industry, even including myself. That's why I'm a hypocrite. But when it comes to the West and other places, at least they kill the animal first. The problem with the Chinese, and I'm going to do a whole show in it hopefully, is not only do they not kill the animals before they eat them, they torture them. So in these open meat markets, you will have them picking up, say, a dog and chucking it in a pot while it's still alive and boiling it alive. And they believe that the taste from doing this, the fear from the dog and the stress, makes the taste, the meat taste tastier. And I'm hoping that through this, people will start to condemn the Chinese and realize what they're doing is not only disgusting in terms of their animal cruelty, it's also a health issue for the world. Because the way they store the animals all close together and the way they torture them, stuff like this, it really, really is causing a lot of issues for people now. And it's the only people, let me tell you something, people don't care about the animals. If you don't care about the animals, okay, I can't do nothing. But at least care about the health and safety of the world, because they are creating situations which are prime for diseases to kind of like mutate and to be able to kind of like infect whole swathes of people like they did now. Make sure you scrub your veg and fruit, spitters and liquors about. Wash better than normally. When I go home, the first thing I do, I chuck all the cardboard away. Then I wash everything, and I stack it on the side, and I let it dry off. Yeah, so everything I wash before I put into the cupboard. Everything. The other thing, Raj, I looked at Real One Searcher, and he's looking up natural remedies to strengthen bones and muscle. Yeah, I can imagine that. He's like, oh Raj, look at that Raj, look how he is, look how fat he is. He's gonna knock me out. He's a freaking beast. Let me search what I can do. I bet he's gonna go to his local health and gym thing here. They're gonna be like, dude, I got the biggest fight of my life. My life's under threat. And they're gonna be like, oh, what's going on? Oh, the big bad Raj is after me. He wants to do a boxing match. And they're like so sorry for him. And they're like, oh my God, poor Real One. Who is this big bad guy? And then they Google search, oh, big bad Raj. Look at him. They're going to be laughing at you, Putita. The day that everyone finds out you're going in a ring with me, you're going to be the joke of the world. Watch. Imagine me against a 25-year-old, yeah, an old man with a fat stomach against a 25 or 30-year-old 6-foot-something MMA fighter. Yeah, I can't wait. All right, so I'm gonna wear my bug then. I wear my turban on the day. Yeah, let's see if real one can knock my turban off. I wear my turban just on purpose because he's always saying he wants to knock my head stuff and stuff like that off. Yeah. So yeah. Now, and the other thing is, in China, there was not 3,000 deaths. Yeah. And I don't mean deaf people, I mean deaths, people dying. It was over 45,000. That is actually a that is actually an underestimate of how many people died in China. China is lying through its teeth about about the death rate in China. The death rate is closer to 45,000 in Wuhan. Oh, ultra funky. I was about to go ultra, ultra. All right, so you're here now. You want proof? Let me give ultra proof. So ultra was saying earlier today that he wishes that real one didn't say what I said he said. Yeah. Now have a look at these comments, and these are real one's comments. Have a listen. Read these, real ultra. So he goes, I'm calmly saying Raj, calmed, claimed he has proof. So let me see Ragu, his old dear will die. Question my faith, and I wish death on your mother. Low ball move for a low ball move. Sophia, will you do me a favor and ask for us to provide this proof now, or his mother will die tonight for his lies? Raj, show proof now, or if you're lying, your mother will die tonight. Yeah. Now that's not the only thing. Yeah. So have a look at this. Have a look at this. Yeah. So Deja is my father's name. Yeah. Read this. Remember, these are his actual comments. Read this. So he goes, Pigeon, do Mrs. Tedge up the ass. Obviously, Mrs. Tedge means my MU. Read this. Remember, these are actually all. I'll big up Sam M, man. Yeah. You know. I mean, obviously, this person. Now read this one. Pavlov, stop being a little prick. He's admitted it's him, you little dickhead. So he goes, Pigeon, I'll piss on your mum's head. Now read this one, yeah? Read this one. Pavlov, I'm gonna block you in a minute, you little prick, if you're the real Pavlov, because you're starting to annoy me because it's him. Why are you saying it's not a real one if you not real, not from Speaker's Corner, you nutcase? We're not talking about a real from Speaker's Corner, we're talking about somebody else, sir. Oh, he's a bloody nutcase. Yeah, we know that real Pavlov, not real one Maggie, real. There's another guy called Real. There's not only one Real. We're not talking about Real and Maggie. Real's an Asian guy. Somebody so totally separate. Totally separate. I'm having a boxing match with him. Now read this one, yeah. And earlier today, he threatened to box up my 70-year-old father. So yeah, this is what we're dealing with a real one. So yeah, he wants to do a boxing match. I'm willing to do it as long as it's fair and legal. We can go in a ring and we can box it out like men. We can do it. Did you hear it, Sam M? I'm doing a boxing. Oh, Sam M, can you do boxing? Maybe you can train me, Sam M. You seem like you can have a good fight. And maybe, of course, that's him. Yeah, Denja was 80. Yes, 80, whatever, 70, 80, same age group. Yeah, so he's threatening my old father as well. So AB set for 251076. Don't worry, I enjoy this kind of stuff. I wanna have a boxing match, and it'd be good to have a boxing match with somebody that I've got a bit of venom for. It'd be good to kind of train up and go into which sword fighting. As it's a new form of flu, hence why people are getting worse. Yeah, it's a brand new flu that a lot of people haven't got immunity to. And if you get it, now, like I said, yeah, people are missing the point. It's not about the fact that the flu kills more people a year. It's about the strain it's going to be putting onto. It's going to be putting onto. Yeah, of course, it's him, Ultra Funky. One of them is he's under aspects. He's got he's been modded up. Secondly, the first three about wishing death upon my mother, he's admitted it was him before, and he said that he was angry when he said it. So what can you say, man? So what's going to happen? It's going to put a strain on the NHS. I don't know why people don't understand this. With a flu, you don't need a ventilator. With a flu, you don't need care for 2.5 weeks in a hospital. With a flu, you don't need to be freaking watched over with a suit and a freaking all this kind of like protection in order to keep yourself safe. So obviously, if all of that stuff here is going on with this particular virus, it's going to put more of a strain on the National Health Service, which is then going to automatically, obviously, put stress on other services, other people that can't be seen because of the coronavirus might fall ill and die because they can't be seen. There's going to be cases, and I guarantee you, over the next couple of months, where it's people that were supposed to have a heart operation or, I don't know, have treatment for something, because of the fact that they have had to postpone it, they will probably pass away from the delay. I'm telling you straight now. I don't like saying that because my mum had to have a heart operation and she had a pacemaker. I'll be pissed. I'm not gonna lie. If this happened to me, yeah, that my family member needed an urgent operation or a pretty urgent operation, and it was put on hold because of the coronavirus, and then they said, okay, we can't do it for 5 months, and then in 5 months' time or 4 months' time, that person passed away. Yeah, I'm really pissed. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be very upset. Although I can understand why they did it, it doesn't make it any less kind of like upsetting that the coronavirus would be kind of like um, indirectly responsible for that. Anyway, I need to go anyway. And I keep saying it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes now. Keep on freaking was staying, but everyone keeps on jumping in at the wrong time. As soon as I was about to go, and then we were due today's animation. Can someone tell me in the chat before I go? What did all right, so K-Dip's saying that Raj, that's already happening. People have already died because they couldn't be seen due to this shit. Yeah. That's the problem. There's gonna be a lot of people. All All right, most important part of the whole shit show is that in asymmetric period of more than 3 weeks. Yeah, this is, yeah, all right, so this is something I forgot. JBK has hit the nail on the head. One of the biggest problems with the coronavirus is this. Most important part of this whole shit show is the asymptomatic period of more than 3 weeks. How many people can a sick person come in contact with within 3 weeks? So basically, somebody who's asymptomatic means that they're not going to show any signs of being ill. Now, most illnesses, when you get them, you might start showing the illness in a day or two, maybe a week. You will start showing visible signs of being ill. The problem with the coronavirus, some people show no signs, but they're still infected. And so they're going to be walking around for 3 or 4 weeks thinking that they're totally fine. And every time they're coughing, every time they're touching something, every time they're in contact with someone that's sneezing or anything, that would have the same effect as though somebody was fully ill, yeah, and was in a deathbed in the hospital would have, in terms of them passing those germs on, yeah. And that's the problem. That's one of the deadliest things about this, because there are people walking around right now. It could even be me, that look totally normal. Yeah, I know people say, "Rod, you don't look that normal," but feel normal. What do you mean, Sonia? Whatever. Adam, I recovered, not in the stats though. I reckon when I hide. What do you mean? Did you have coronavirus, Sonia? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. A majority of people will be walking around looking like they're totally well, and this is actually a big problem. Yeah, a big problem, because if the coronavirus is in your system and it doesn't show visible signs on, say, 50% of the people, you might say that's a good thing, because you're like, oh, well, it's not really that deadly. The problem with that is that because it shows very little signs, people are walking around in close contact with people and passing the germs onto other people that could be weaker than them or know people that are vulnerable. And this is where the death rate is going up, just because of the fact that people are around people not realizing that they have the coronavirus. And in France today, I think they had 1,400 deaths in France. Let me just double check it. Yeah, 53,100. Yeah. So yesterday in France, they had 1,300 deaths in one day. 1,300 deaths in one day. Yeah. That's crazy amount of people to die in a single day. Yeah, the government are to blame for that. Let me. I don't want to say this because it sounds like I'm scaremongering, but I believe, yeah, the reason why the government, yeah, and if my channel gets shut down, it's the YouTube police, the YouTube police. Actually, I just did a bit. What people don't realize when I'm doing, let me just show you something. If you look in the middle here, there's this white line. This is two papers joined together. So people don't realize this is not one piece of paper. This is two papers joined together, and the line is actually right here. That's how good I am at covering it. Now, there's a bit of white in there because I have to fill it. Yeah, and you can see here, now I've got this little freaking like Heinrich Himmler character in there. Bloody well, pointing his busybody. This might happen to me with the bloody Sharia police or the freaking YouTube police if I start talking. Because I actually believe, this is quite controversial, I believe that the government is holding off. Now, oh my God, they're going to probably shut down my channel. I believe the government is holding off. The government is holding off the testing for NHS staff. Big up, yes. No, why was I volunteering for 2 years? Right, for 3 days. Cool, man. So I believe the NHS here, the reason they're not testing the NHS and they're taking a long time to do it is because I reckon a huge percentage of the NHS are actually infected. Yeah. Uh, just you'll see that 1,400 people dying daily in the UK. Yeah, but you have to understand when you're saying that. Let me say it again. When you're saying that 1,400 people die daily in the UK, we know that. The problem is the strain on the system from this particular virus, because although you got 600 dead, you've also got another 500 on ventilators in a hospital, 20, 30 people on a ventilator in a hospital taking up space. Over time, those people being on these ventilators, yeah, and having the nurses having to look after them for 2 weeks, is going to have a knock-on effect on other people. So operations that were supposed to be done in, say, next month are going to be cancelled. Those people could die from their particular issues as well. So you're going to have a knock-on death effects, yeah, because of how we're consuming this particular viruses. Yeah, I'm not saying it kills more or less than any other virus, but I reckon the NHS, yeah, is actually heavily, like, like nurses, doctors, cleaners, and people in the hospital. I reckon around 20 to 30% are actually infected with the coronavirus, and the government knows. Yeah, and you might be saying, okay, why would the government hide this? The reason why I believe they're hiding this is because they know if they do the tests and it comes out that 30% of the NHS are infected, that 30%, yeah, are going to cause a panic, because if they leave the NHS, go home, and then have to freaking incubate for like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm telling you, the NHS will just crumble. It will collapse because they wouldn't have to cope with it. So I think they made a calculated decision to hold it off and hope, yeah, that by holding this off, that they will be able to kind of like get through the tough part, yeah, of like, remember, the next 2 or 3 weeks are the toughest part, yeah. The next 2 weeks here are the toughest part, and they are now saying that tests will be rolled out in the next couple of weeks, like by the end of April, where they'll be testing 25,000 people a day. By that point, they've already got through the toughest point, because there's going to be a peak. It's going to be peak. Yeah, there's going to be a peak, and then it's going to go down. So they need staff members in the hospital doing those jobs. Yeah, they don't need like 30% of the workforce on the NHS to be off sick, yeah, because of the coronavirus. I reckon they would rather have them in the hospital doing what they've got to do, and hope they don't infect anybody with all the masks and stuff, and that they can keep themselves, asymptomatic, meaning that they're not going to have any real serious issues with that. Um, Wow, real one. Just wow. Yeah, don't worry, real one. You can be, I mean, Ultra, you can be my boxing coach. Be my boxing coach. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. We'll fight. We'll fight with a good fight. I'll stop being a beg, real one. Why are you always a beg? Why don't you just freaking concede your cockroach? And yeah, the curve is still sharp. Yeah, I know that. I know that. Like my nose. Yeah, I know it's still sharp like my nose. But um, if people stay at home and only go out for essentials like myself, I've only been outside the home in the last 2 weeks, um, 3 times. First time I have to pick up stuff, and every time I've gone out is only for essentials. So today I brought loads of goddamn medicine because we didn't have any. So what did I get today? So like Beecham's, uh, cough medicines, Beecham tablets. A big portion of my thingy was actually all of this stuff as well. My house is empty of paracetamols and all that kind of bullshit. Did you store beans? Have a look. Even as the ones, I've been buying whatever I can get. Whatever I can get. Whatever I can get. I've gone bloody mad. Number one. I've got that thinking. I know I shouldn't store them because it's kind of bad, but I have. Yeah, this is quite normal to me, but this is not normal. This is not normal. I've had to like have these as emergency backups, yeah. One Weight Watchers and one freaking Asda nasty beans. But just in case it's the worst case scenario, like the world's ending, I'll at least have those two there. And then I've also, just in case, even brought the most cheapest sauce, just in case, because this is the only one left. So when I went to the Asda 2 weeks ago, this is the only stuff left. There was one tin of beans like this, and one tomato ketchup like this. Yeah, this ain't no issue for me, man. This ain't no issue for me. This is like freaking like it's made, this particular quarantine thing has made around 5% difference to my life. That's it. Very little difference. Most of my work has been from home. Obviously, work's dried up because of the goddamn I living rich, advantage of being weird. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. Oh yes, I know. I'll try to go. Yeah, I'm not involved, real. However, you have an opinion on the things I've seen here today. Yeah, it's disgusting, real. Ultra funky. What can I say? You know, whatever you think of me, I do not go from people's parents or families and stuff like that. I think that shows the nature of savagery. Will you take the vaccine if you're not sick? Good question. I'd have to, if I'm being honest with you, because I can't take the risk with my family. If I was by myself and I had no kind of like people that could actually die from the virus because they're elderly or they're ill, I wouldn't take it unless they are unless I really looked into it. Unfortunately for me, I would rather take the risk, even though I don't trust the government. I would rather take the risk just because of the fact that I'm in a very precarious situation when it comes to my family situation. So even if 1%, even if it stops the coronavirus, but makes me into a goddamn criminal, like I turn into some kind of madman, I'll have to take a risk just in case. And it might have some side effect that they want to kind of take control of me or something like that. Like a kind of a what's it called? What's that bloody called? Mancunian candidate kind of thing. Like when they take control of you, they just say a word, and next thing you know, they might say Heinz baked beans, and I'll turn into a freaking assassin. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, might turn me into assassin by just saying that. I don't know. I'll take the risk, man. I'll take the risk if I have to. Yeah, I'll get injected if I've got to. It is much easier to get gear from Sanger. Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. It's good. Yeah, I think in the future I'm going to be doing a drawing. My next art piece is going to be about panic buying. Yeah, I'm doing an art piece on panic buying. Yeah, and basically the premise will be in the middle. I'm going to have two children, kind of swapping food with each other. Yeah, swapping food. Yeah, little children, they don't mind giving each other stuff. It'll probably be a black and white kid because I want to be, PC and kind of like, show the world that everyone can love each other. And in the background, it's going to be a right shit show. So you're going to have two kids in the front sharing food, but in the background, it's going to be like old grannies getting freaking more pushed out the way, like real one. It's going to be like, people like the police kind of or nurses being kind of abused to get their toilet roll. There'll be like freaking more massive trolleys full of baked beans and people going absolutely ape shit in the background. It'll be like World War III in the background when it comes to kind of like supermarket. And then the two kids would just represent the kind of, the kind of innocence of, the young. Because as we get older, we turn into demons, obviously. Do you know what? Can you not stop writing so many goddamn comments here? That's quite interesting. I'm trying to go. Don't trust the government. Oh, never have, or never will take vaccine. People only one I've had. Yeah, but Adam Smith, they don't know that for definite yet. Oh, thanks, JBK. Thank you very much. So You don't know that for definite, though. You don't know for definite because it hasn't been long enough yet. So the first cases were seen in November. It's only April. You need to be yeah, I know, Mr. Is Mr. freaking menacing that puddy that internet avatar, that pussy yo. Because if it is him, yeah, because that freaking little real one's been saying Mr. is that freaking menacing. Let me tell you something, yeah. If you're menacing, yeah, I might let your name slip by accident. I'll try not to, because you know I don't want to dox people, man. I don't like doxing people. I don't want to dox people on the internet. I'll big our raindrops here, for God's sake. I don't want to dox people. I don't want to dox people. I don't want to dox this freaking gunja prick. I don't want to dox this guy. I know his real name. I know he's from. I know what he works as. Let me say something menacing. There isn't. Let me say, you got a lot of enemies menacing. You know why? Because when I showed that picture, I had 2 emails come to me from anonymous sources telling me who you was. And one of them I checked into, and it was you, because he confirmed a couple of things that only it could be you, because there's not many people that immigrate to America from up north. There's not a lot. Let's just say that, yeah. There's not a lot. You can narrow it down, especially Houston, Texas. Oh, are they buying guns? God, yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, I reckon America's going to explode, because the government, yeah, this is going to be a reason for the right-wing nutters in America to kind of say that their rights are being, our rights are being taken away. We will not let our rights be taken. You know, the American nutcases always like moaning about their rights being taken away. And if the government is locking people in, these people are not going to take that shit, man. I'm telling you straight now. They'll start revolting. The other thing is, yeah, is right now the weather is warming up. When the weather gets hot, yeah, and it's going to start getting hot next week as well, people are not going to stay indoors. I'm telling you, they're going to start leaving their home. And what's going to happen then is when they leave the home, you're going to start having social disturbance all over the place. I'm telling you straight now, there's going to be massive problems. Can you tell me before I go? I've got a garden as well, a massive garden. I've got a massive. I can actually jog in the garden. My garden's so big I can actually jog around. Yeah, I can jog around. I look like a nutter, but I'm just jogging around the garden. Yeah. Before I go, Raindrop, when shall we do the Seek chat? Shall we do it Saturday or Sunday? What's the date today? When are you free? Can you email me when you're free? Because Arto C wants to do it, and I want to do it as well. We need to do it pretty quick. We'll get our. You know what? Yeah, what I want to do, Raindrop. I want to get one of the most knowledgeable Sikhs in the world onto the show. On Saturday, can I get one of the most knowledgeable Sikhs on the show? There's a Sikh here that I'm not gonna lie, he is like, he's a Baba from Amritsar, yeah. You know, Amritsar is the holiest place for Sikhs, yeah, and is a Baba, which means like a religious old person from Amritsar, yeah, and he's well renowned for his knowledge of Sikhism and the world events and all this kind of stuff, yeah. And he's somebody that is an inspiration for all Sikhs around the world. Guess who? Ultra Funky or Ultra Baba. Ultra Baba is coming on the show. He's going to teach us about Sikhism. Ultra Baba, he's the new Ultra Baba. He doesn't even believe in God, but he knows more about Sikhism than bloody well most Sikhs on these panels. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's just a complete goddamn shit show. What's been going on? I don't know what's been going on. Let me have a look. Ultra's being his pompous, normal self, saying, "Oh, stop being in the Maya Raj." Yeah, Guru Nanak Dev Ji is, and he does a good job of making me feel a bit mad because he's always telling me stuff. And to be honest with you, a lot of the stuff that he says is actually true, yeah, but he's such a condescending little prick. It starts to annoy me after a while because he's trying to do like atheist dawa on me by using my own religion to bloody well make me look stupid. So he's a demon. Yes, demon! I cast you out, demon! I need some goddamn holy water on that freaking ultra funky. I feel like splashing holy water on him. Yeah. What's been happening? I'm trying to think. There actually isn't that much happening. Oh, I'm having a boxing match with yeah, that's you, Hassan Saba. Yeah, you condescending little prick. Yeah, there is gonna be a oh yeah, Sassanigal anyway, man. The thing about Hassan Saba, I don't hate him. A lot of people think I hate Hassan Saba. I feel irritated by him because he's like a turkey at Christmas. You know, a turkey at Christmas. That's what annoys me about him. He's like, hello, everybody. I don't mind being chopped up by you guys. Don't worry. I'll defend you. But if you want to chop me up when we get the caliphate, don't worry. And that's what freaking annoys me about him. Like, he bloody well, you know, is like a turkey at Christmas. Like, I don't think he realizes he's actually like a freaking chicken like in KFC. Like, he's literally one of those guys. Because these guys that he defends on these panels will have his head in a spike in 2 minutes if they freaking got into power. Yeah. Yeah, they have his head in a spike before mine, no doubt about it. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I got Veli to admit there's a God. Yeah, I got Veli to. Oh, big up the reanimator. I'm gonna have to do a. Can everybody please, can everybody subscribe to the reanimator? I beg you. I'm gonna be doing a special video on some of these best videos. Oh, let me play. Where is it? Everybody, please go. It's got 105 subscribers. That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace. Everybody, please subscribe to the Reanimator. Although he's made me into a pigeon, let me say, I don't mind. You need to get Raindrop on there as well, man. Subscribe to the Reanimator, please. Everybody, if you want to see one of the best channels out there, let me say something. Let me say something about the Reanimator. He has basically got nearly across the board support from the people in these videos. That's very rare. Like, people in these videos that are featured in these videos, most of us get on it. But let me play you Ultra Funky's one before I go. So let me play you Ultra Funky's one. I'm not gonna lie, the best one's still my one's still the best one. I'm not gonna lie, my one's still the best one. Even Ultra Funky, had to say, yeah, right, yours is the best one still, no doubt about it. I don't know what I'm still doing awake at freaking. I don't know what I'm still doing this at 2:33 for. We'll play. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play this one actually. Because I love the fact that fat TYO's in there as a bit. Big up the reanimator, man. Big up the reanimator. Support him, please, so he can do more videos because he picked some gems of like clips and stuff. So big up to him. Sub to the reanimator, please. Um, yeah, I'm Raindrop. I'm trying to think if there's anything I need to tell you. Oh yeah. Let me say one thing. I forgot to say this. I want to do on Saturday. I do want to touch upon the Afghanistan issue because did you know that the terrorists that killed the Sikhs in Afghanistan in the Gurdwara were Indian? They were for Kerala, not Kerala. Yeah, they were from Kerala in India. The guys that killed the Sikhs in the Gurdwara were from Kerala in India. Did you know that, Raindrop? They were Indian citizens. So we need to go through that and find out what the hell is going on there. What the hell is going on there? Yeah, I need to figure out what's happening. So we'll go through the situation in Afghanistan. Although we want to keep it more religious, it is with Sikh issues as well. We can't ignore the fact that 26 Sikhs were killed. Did you know that, Raindrop? They're from Kerala in India. They traveled over to Afghanistan and joined ISIS. So yeah, Indian citizens. All right. So I will say that. Actually, no, I'll leave it. I need to go now. I don't know why I freaking ended up spending a long time on it because everyone turned up the wrong time. Yeah, everyone was like freaking turn up after freaking hour after I said anything. Yeah. I know. Yeah, they're gonna get freaking cursed for that. Killed. One of the youngest kids was 6 years old. Imagine that going into oh, big up Jay Gill. Imagine going into a Sikh Gurdwara, a Sikh temple, and shooting a 6-year-old kid. Yeah, and women and children. The majority of people that died or were murdered were women and children in that Gurdwara. This is how cowardly they are. You know, I'm not saying it's right to kill men, but at least if you're going to do it, a man can give you a fighting chance. But what can a kid do or a female against someone with a machine gun? Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. Yeah, evil, yeah. Yeah, 6-year-old was murdered, Raindrop. One of the kids was a 6-year-old, little butcher. Anyway, yeah, anyway, I'm off anyway.